On. There we go, that's some volume. And some of that, and some of that. Right, welcome back to Laurence Streams, and today it's time for some more Factorio Industrial Revolution, so nobody ask me why I'm not in space, please. So, in the last stream, what was I doing? Oh yes, I was trying to make all kinds of sciencey stuff, sciencey goodnesses over here. And, no, that's belts. Somewhere, I don't know where, must have been up here. Oh yes, I was trying to make blue circuits, and that required, for some reason, which I'm going to look into in a moment, that required me to get some rubies. So we've got this box. So I set up this mine here at the end of the last stream, and that's churning out, gradually churning out the copper ore as expected. And there's a very small quantity of rubies coming out of here as well, because there are a few rubies hidden somewhere in here. And you can see there's about 28 expected from each of these mines. And they're dribbling out nice and slowly into this box over here, where we've got now got a grand total of 6. Great. So I guess I'll grab those and I'll head off to... oh dear, that's quite a lot of damage. Oh yeah, walls aren't fireproof, turns out. Yeah, we learned that last week. And the week before. And the week before. Hey Wayne, yes. Yeah. I have. I'm running a little bit late, as you probably noticed. I guess because my dinner took a bit longer to cook than expected, so I've just shoved that in my face as quickly as I could, and then started playing. So yeah. Other than that, yeah, we're going pretty well. So we've got these rubies now that I needed to make something. So I'm going to take those and then head away because I only needed one for each of the machines that required them. So we'll do that and see where we go from there. Let's rejoin chat. We haven't got a Mike this week because he's got the plague, but the other two are around. Look, there's Al coming up here to try and run me over.
Laurence swiftly running away.
Dodged.
Good, because I wasn't actually looking. So I was here doing this.
Right.
I was just casually deleting these last week.
So, so I was doing the rubies, as it says on the in the to-do list. Oh, nice! I could do with a week off.
I've got a week off. See?
Sigh. So Belt Village, I was doing that. I mean, I've done the blue part of that. Do we want anything more? I think I probably won't build anything beyond blue because we've got red and yellow coming off the bus. We've got enough of the splitters now. It's just and the belts, it's just the undergrounds we're waiting for. So I think I'm going to call that done and tick it off. And then we need. Yes, it was the blue circuit village that I was working on. So I'll take that. Yoink.
Okay. Yoink. Put that back.
What was I doing up here? What stage did I got to? This is the problem with only playing this game once a week, and possibly even more so with playing the other game during the week, the other Factorio mods during the week as well. Is that I completely forget what I was doing.
Oh, I haven't played the other one during the week, and I've forgotten what we were doing. And my memory is better than yours.
For now.
Star. That's not how you make those. Yeah, okay. Let's start with tellurium ingots and foil, and what do you do with that? So you make solar panel, miniaturized gate arrays, good. And then here we go, revolutionary circuit. That's what it's called. Why I couldn't find it when I typed circuit, I don't know, but.
Oh, Mike's abandoned us to low power.
Oh yes, of course. Well volunteered.
What a monster.
Right. So what am I building up here? This is.
Well, I guess we get rid of those.
So we're making a solder here. Fine, because I need that. I'm assuming this is all the stuff that makes these. Oh, this is making gold and Right, so we're making the miniaturized gate arrays. Sorry, the semiconducting triodes here. So it's probably for the miniaturized gate arrays that I needed this. Yes, because that's made in a laser assembler. There we go. That's why I needed them. So I need to make some laser assemblers. And that takes lasers, funnily enough, which takes rubies.
Al, do
Okay.
you need your train at the moment?
Let's head over
No,
to the bus and try and
I
do
don't
that.
think so. It's up there, is it?
Yeah, because I'd like to borrow it. It's got a cargo wagon.
Yeah, I did that one on purpose. That seemed like a good idea at the time. I think my job was I was going around the outposts and upgrading them to look like that one over there, which actually picks up all the stuff we need to fix the walls and etc.
Yes, we all tend to sort of work on different things because there's no point in everyone trying to make blue circuits at the same time, especially because we'd all probably try and make them in different places, and that would just be a massive waste of everything. That was not my train. That's my train. Let's head down to the bus because that's where I want to put this. Down here, I think. There we go. So yes, we work on it in a couple of different ways. We've got the to-do list up here that has a list of all the tasks that need to be done, and then people will work through and pick things out when they're looking for something to do and that sort of thing, or follow whatever it says by that has their name by it. But also we have certain areas that we tend to specialize in, I guess. Like Tristan has been entirely responsible for all of the trains, so anytime that one that's run out of fuel is his problem, for example. Hint, hint. Mike has generally been doing power and mines and things, and so he's not here this week. So we're going to be without. And we've got low power at the moment, so we're probably going to have low power for the rest of eternity.
I entirely blame Mike for that train because
Because
we've
he's not
got
here.
low
Yes,
power.
I know.
It's because we've got low power, so our tree production is down. So our charcoal production is down.
Love it.
How much do we worry about
but I'll do it anyway.
radars in the middle of nowhere that is ours?
Yes, it means you end up only seeing a quarter of the truck. Although that said, whenever anyone cries out in dismay, I will tend to look over at what they're up to and see if we can ridicule them a little bit.
For example, if I get rid of this radar, are people going to go, "Don't get rid of the radar," or not?
Where are you? Why is there a radar? Well, we need radars in general.
It used to be a wall, and now there's no wall, but there's nothing here instead of it.
I think having the radar there is a good idea because it just means we can see that area, and if we make any plans there, then there's still radar.
Where the fuck did those bots go?
So yeah, I'd encourage you to leave it there. I think.
Okay.
So you see, like that way, when somebody goes, what's going on here, or words to that effect, then I'll have a quick look to see what's going on and whether they need beating with a large stick.
So I won't.
What are you making? You're making iron gears.
I'll get rid of it. But there should be at least bots flying around going, "What do I do with myself?"
This looks like the right sort of gears to me. So let's bring these over.
So the bots just put themselves in a box if there's nowhere for them to live.
I think so.
No.
Well, where do they go?
Actually, I'm not sure. Jeez,
no, sorry, they don't. No, they don't put themselves in a box.
Sorry,
no, they will fly off and try and find themselves a suitable robot port to hide in.
Why does it look more 3D than before? Have you gone cross-eyed?
That seems like the most likely reason.
It's the only thing I can think of. Yes, it's full of all the stuff that I was having to fix whilst I was up here.
What type of gear are you asking for anyway? Carbon steel, good. I thought you probably were. That's that one. I then come out on the right, and then I can do that. And then you're going on. Oh no, I can't go underground from there because that's in the way. Arse. All right, let's put that back there then.
This is a mess as well, because it's all full of crap. Control double click just picks everything up. I didn't know that.
Control click does that.
It picks up the stack, but control double click just emptied the box.
No. Oh,
I think when he's in the box.
Yeah, control click on an empty space takes the entire contents of the box.
Oh. I was just clicking at random, that's for
And
sure.
so when you double click, the second click lands on an empty space.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that was loud. Let's just adjust the volume of the game to the downwards position. Where's happening?
Oh, okay, I've got some bots still. Right, so
It's
I'm
all connected.
laid those out. So that's those and those. I also need fast inserters. They're going to have to come out. I think I'm going to feed them out of a box, and I'm going to do that manually for now because we don't have logistics chests. Because there's no stack inserters, fast inserters around here anywhere. And we need another one of
Oh,
these
look at them all
to
coming
make
at me.
the lasers. Laser.
Rubles.
That's a component laser rather than an actually useful laser. So it's that one. That's going
Is
to
there
be
any
iron.
way you can condition trains based on their fuel amount?
I don't think so. It's something we've also often gone, oh, it'd be nice if, but I don't believe it's actually a feature.
Because it would be nice if I could.
Yeah. Right, so we'll use this to feed the make some carbon plates that we'll pass over here like this.
Wayne appears to be under the impression that we've been getting hit by trains. We're professionals.
That's a good question. I've not really been counting, and the problem is Factorio doesn't count for you. We can find out how many times we've died somewhere. Is it in consumption player?
Yeah. Production kills.
Production kills. Oh, okay. Oh, and loss. Yeah, you got losses on the other side. So we've died 211 times, but between us,
What?
but we don't know who we don't know who's died all of those times and where and why.
I want
It's just
dessert.
Hundreds of them will be
most
Mike.
yeah, most of them
I
will be
want desert.
Mike throwing himself at biters.
Bring me desert.
Do you mean dessert?
Jen's put desert.
Ah. Have you not taught her to write proper yet?
No, she. I think it's
Or
like
is she
if you're
trying
a
to be
cook
funny?
and you make shit food at home. If you're a teacher, you don't, you know, think
You're just
when you're
illiterate.
actually at home. Yeah, you become illiterate at home. Those who can't teach.
Hmm. I was going to say I do know some teachers, and some of them have pretty terrible grasp of English. So.
How does this make rubies then? Is there not supposed to be something in them?
Sometimes the
There's
copper
a few bits of
yeah,
ruby.
the copper mines have a few rubies. The copper patch has a few rubies in it that the miners will occasionally dig up, and then they get passed out as appropriate.
How do you know it's got rubies in it?
Because you look at it. Actually, if you look at the patches
Yeah.
very closely, if you look at this one down here, for example, it's more obvious on the radar zoomed out view. You can see some sort of gaps in the middle of it, and those when you mouse over it, and those are rubies. It turns out.
Oh. So the holes in the patch are really what you're aiming at.
Pretty much, yes.
I suppose the rest of the copper is just a bonus.
Yeah, it's something that
And if
I
you
don't
mouse
need for
over
this
the-
particularly, but we're going to use it eventually. Red circuits.
If you mouse over the miner, you can see that some of them expect rubies.
Oh yeah. 39.2 rubies.
Rubies.
Not very many.
I was wondering if there was something that you would put. I was expecting it to be sort of a feature of the way you mine it, or something, a bit like using sulfuric acid to get the wrong ore from a thing. But I mean, obviously not. There's a lot of bots that are helping me out here. I appreciate them doing it, but maybe I could have gone somewhere else.
Do this
Is
properly.
Tristan still in my train? Are you emptying it?
Yeah.
Oh, pardon me.
You can have your train back now.
That's fine.
Let's get some red circuits out.
I'm waiting for all these bots to finish whatever they're doing.
Your train will be back at the
That.
depot.
So it's red circuits. Rubies are coming elsewhere. Gold foil. Do we have gold foil on it? We've got gold. Yes,
We're
there's
making it
gold foil.
locally for other stuff.
I'm doing this on the
Oh,
bus
you're
because
doing bus
it's
stuff.
infrastructure, and that's my sort of rule of thumb.
What are you making? What's infrastructure?
I'm making laser assembly machines. Those are machines that
Ah.
assemble using lasers, not machines that assemble lasers.
Why have I been given quantum
My
field
brain
rings village?
froze. There we go. That's what I wanted.
Why
Gold
is it at
foil.
the top? That's not what I did last time. I was to be doing sort out the useful resources in the logistics system, but now I'm on quantum field rings village.
Better do it. Get
I
on
don't
with it.
even
Then.
know what that is.
Yes, gold
It's
foil.
probably a village that makes quantum field rings.
Yeah,
I can
what's
see
the
why
one
you'd
then?
think that.
Oh yeah, here's one.
Oh, power's okay at the moment.
Great Scott.
Oh, this seems easy. Look, it's only an actual shitload of stuff.
A bargain.
It's red. Does that mean we haven't
And no
researched it yet?
rubies.
Yeah,
That seems like a mic troll to me.
it does.
Oh, cockwombles.
I mean, no, wouldn't Mike do something like that?
I can't imagine Mike trolling. No, so that's so out of character for him.
These bots are still doing their little solemn duty. Look at that. That was the last one. There you go. So. A needle pulling thread.
I have a lot of nonsense in my inventory now. Yes,
I have a lot
I
of
think
nonsense
we're
in
on
my
the
head.
latest version of Industrial Revolution. Yes, because you were asking about the heavy roller thing, and we do now. In fact, we have in fact got that as a thing that we can and in fact have photonic cannons. What? Sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, heavy roll. There it is, heavy roller. Yes, we do. We have in fact got that available now. We haven't bothered. We haven't. I don't think any of us have made one yet, but it is a thing we could do if we felt the urge. Oh yeah, and I need to give this some inserters. Have some inserters.
We're on the version that was the latest a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
May still be the latest. Don't know.
We have
Mike is in the
237
chat.
diamonds.
Mike is in chat being dishonest.
Oh, I was hoping to challenge him somehow. And there he is. We can make a lot of diamond picks.
Keith. Diamond
Oh
picks.
yeah, I was doing my bringing my train the old train back. There you are.
I think
Like
it's usually the
from-
biters that are doing the woundering around here, but I'll make an exception for you.
From chat, I think that Mike can possibly maybe guide us as to
Mike,
what the
we
hell
need you
he's
to make more
doing
power.
with the power and maybe
We have
command
not
the
got the
bots to do it.
power, it turns out.
You have Twitch
do at the moment.
integration, where Mike can just control the bots from Twitch.
Twitch
Well,
plays
YouTube.
Factorio. I can't see any possible way for that to go wrong.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong?
Apparently, we've had power for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I've noticed there's been. I noticed it wasn't as low as I was expecting it to be, but it was
Oh,
still a thing I
about
was
6
concerned
minutes
about.
ago, there was a spike up of the robo towers, taking a bunch more. So they presumably then took a load to charge, and then it's trickled down,
Oh, maybe.
allowing other things to.
Trickle down economics. Right,
Yeah, sure.
bots off, please. Oh, bollocks. They did stuff anyway. Never mind. I thought maybe I should go over there.
I don't think I'd trust Twitch bots to play Factorio for me.
I trust Mike to play Factorio.
Fair.
I think we can yoink this lot.
Train.
And then-
Train.
G. Yay!
I feel like I need to keep an eye on my train when I'm in it, because otherwise I'll just end up back in the depot because I'll get distracted and forget where I'm and forget that I've got there and need to get out.
Ooh, they're open.
I always change the place to passenger not present.
I can't be bothered most of the time because it's fiddly and annoying changing destinations and things.
Yeah.
So I just tend not to bother and then regret it later.
I changed it to passenger present and then changed it to passenger not. No, it's 5 seconds and passenger not present, and then I get out quick.
I think what I typically tend to do is if I'm doing that, is I'll change it to one of the fluid counts being less than 0, because obviously a fluid count is never going to be less than 0, and then it won't leave, and then I've got a bit of actual control over it myself rather than having to just rely on the whims of trains. Right, what was I saying I was going to do 10 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, whatever it was? Those miniaturized gate arrays, I remember. And that requires these little zappy boys. So here I've got gold foil and tellurium foil. There's a tellurium foil. I've got gold foil coming up from further down. There's no. I've probably got sulfuric acid coming up in a pipe somewhere, I think.
What's this for? Go away.
Yeah, there's the gold foil. The question is, do I also have silicon? Answer is, I don't really know. I think I need to start putting things into all of these stations so the belts can all get populated and I can tell what the hell each of the things is.
Who built this?
So let's start trying to summon stuff. And let's try and get these numbers right so that I don't have a rage and Tristan doesn't shout at me.
Mhm.
Minus 200.
I mean,
Seems
would
fine.
I shout at you? No, I'll probably just quietly tell you off.
Would I shout at you?
Do you want your birthday present?
Could you be any more shouting? Passenger present and
So that's that one. Then this one
There you
here is tin for the tin gods. I mean,
got
by
5 seconds to get out.
by tin gods, I mean solder. Let's have a look. How much? What sort of quantities are we pulling that sort of ingots in at?
Bonky
Minus
bonk.
50.
Anyone noticing any
Tin, tin, tin,
lag
tin, tin,
issues?
tin, 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 tin. No, no, it seems
Nope.
fine to me. Is it better for you now that it's not on your actual main
As
machine?
soon as I shut down that Docker container, all of that vehicle lag went away. I wasn't even using it. the server just had to be on. There was no one connected to it or anything.
I blame Docker because Factorio never uses significant quantities
Yes,
of resources.
Docker on
What's
Windows.
happening here? That's that must be turning. That must be making. That must be stone that comes in here.
Take all this down. Paste again. G again. Giovanni.
Where is stone? Where even is stone? Why can I not find it?
Where and what?
Where? Oh, there it is. It's because it doesn't look the same as it does in vanilla, so I was looking for the wrong icon because it's a thing that exists in vanilla, but looks different. Right, this one. It's probably going to be gold, I suspect,
What's
but I'm going
this
to actually
for?
check. Where am I? There I am. So it's this. This is the train I'm looking for. The belt for the train. That's for the thing.
Oh, that's the charcoal.
That's going in there into that electric mix. I don't know what I'm mixing in there. I'm going to have to go up and have a look. I missed the
A cotton picking minute.
what do you
there,
call
boy.
them? It the navigation satellite from Angel Bob's. Carbon. That one's carbon. Not Angel Bob's. Space Exploration.
Angel
I
Bob.
blame Tristan.
Yeah.
Yeah, words are difficult. Carbon,
You're gonna
carbon,
be
chameleon. Going to just assume they're all minus 50,000 for now and just hope for the best.
red wire, please.
Oh, that
I need to check
sucks.
the other one.
Having to
That's annoying.
restart is not. I don't know. Actually, well, on one hand, it sucks because all your work is gone and you're going to get angry and have to sort of redo everything and so on and so on. But on the other hand, it means you can do it all again but better, and fix all the mistakes you made the first time round. That is
You
assuming
were
you
going
don't
to
just
start
completely
again
rage
anyway,
quit it.
because it's Factorio. There's no way you're going to do it just once. So now what you've done is shortcut the whole ordeal.
You say that. I mean, yes, it took me multiple attempts to get through Vanilla Factorio the first time before I just sort of went, because I kept sort of plotting things out badly and deciding I wanted to try again and do it again but better. But with the mod packs now, I have a vague idea of what I'm actually doing. It's not been so bad. I've been able to just sort of. I've not restarted Space Exploration or Angel Bob's or Industrial Revolution. I've all just gone in with all of them and let the pieces fall where they will, should we say?
Chips.
Oh, train coming in. What's that one got?
He didn't say chips, but he meant chips.
Ah,
Outpost.
none of my trains are unloading. None of my filter inserters are programmed because that's the other part of programming a station that I forgot about. So I need you to unload stone.
Sharon Stone.
If she's in the train, yes, she can be unloaded as well. There we go. Lovely Mexican wave pattern. Lovely.
Why is Jen saying burr? I do not believe it is burr.
It's not burr here because I've got the heating on.
Burr. I'm surprised it's
There's
not
a
on.
little burr here.
Tin ingots. Tingots, if you will.
It's only burr because I took my jumper off because I was up.
I did do some exercise earlier today though, so it's possible I still have latent heat left over from that. But I think it's mostly it's just the having their central heating on.
Seems like a terrible idea. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm getting fed up with being out of shape because I used to be I managed to get myself sort of vaguely in shape and I kind of miss it. I mean, granted, I'm still more in shape than I was a decade ago, but still, I'd like to be. Yeah, long may it continue. Essentially, is what I'm trying to say.
What shape are you in? That's the important thing.
In before round is a shape.
Hmm.
It's little things like when you
so well.
go off and try and climb a mountain. You can actually manage it and that sort of thing. Or when someone says, "Hey, let's
Oh
go
yeah, that
go
happens all the
kayaking."
time.
It actually does in my life, and in Tristan can testify to this. That about once a year, suddenly lots of mountain climbing happens, and it's a bit of a surprise.
There's certain values in mountain But yeah.
Yeah, I think some of them count as mountain. Helvelin's a mountain, isn't it? I think Helvelin's a mountain. I'm actually
All
not
these
sure.
need. Oh dear. How many of these did I say? I've forgotten.
Over 9,000. Where is the stone, and why is it not? Why is the stone not? Oh, I see. Weird things
Maybe
have
it is.
happened.
But
No,
yeah.
it definitely isn't.
Oh. Haven't I got any green wire? Is that what? I'll use red. Screw you, hippie.
There we go. That's
I
got
said wood in here.
that through. That's that one coming through. It's a bit of a shortage of stuff compared to what I was hoping for, but I guess it'll have to do for now.
Maybe
Because
'cause you should
you're
be-
unloading a train there. Also, I don't know how wood. Oh, because it's a storage chest.
Yeah, I realised
That'll
that.
be why wood appeared in it.
Why does wood suddenly...
In fact, all these have got shit in them now because they're storage chests and not provider chests.
Right, so I'm fairly sure that this bit here is producing the silicon, because down here we're making silicon reduction mix, and I suspect this then bakes it into silicon wafers. Let's actually check that though before I make a silly. Silicon is made from silicon reduction mix in an oven. So yes, this is in fact going to be silicon. So is this.
Just paste it.
Let's
You've
mark
got
it
your
like
pops
that.
off.
There we go. So that one. You'd be surprised actually. Sometimes you're walking along merrily and you go past a tree and bam, there's a mountain right in front of you. You'd be amazed how often that happens.
All the fucking time.
Exactly.
So these are all connected together, and you are doing logistic networks. Okay. Please delete.
Ha!
No,
Logistics.
what are you doing?
Oh, I don't have the massive space exploration substations available in this game. I got kind of used to having those. I miss them.
I want the warehouses because the trains are so ridiculous in this.
Yeah, the warehouses would be nice. Silicon and gold all right up there.
Storage
Okay.
chest.
And here we are. Oh yes, this is making the. It's not making lasers. This is supposed to. Oh yes, the blue chips.
Lasers.
Pew pew.
Well, this was a thing that you're going to be able to make one of or something, wasn't it?
I've made 2, so I'm quite happy. I'm quite pleased with that amount quantity. It's more than expected.
I'm gonna guess 500. That seems like a number.
500 is a number. It's true.
I mean, you say that now.
Rotate the board. What else do you need? You also need gold foil and silicon, right? Okay, because the silicon's going in there. That's planned for at least. Gold foil should be coming up from here on this one. Right.
Get updated.
I said this one, didn't I? Yeah, this one. I very much doubt if you've been updated.
Everything seems to be in the list. Is there another combinator that's hiding that I don't know about? Show me the numbers. Minus 997.
Relatively small quantities of everything. That's all right then. Oh, and it
Where the
produces 4. That's interesting. So that means I shouldn't do it like this. Especially as it's fairly quick. I should cut and put that in an extra square up, and then have the output at this height, like that.
According to this combinator, there are 3 walls in my station.
Do you dispute this?
Yes, because there is none as far as I can see.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
I
where
suggest
are
you
you?
take that up with the combinator.
Minus 897.
Where is my acid? Acid.
That's the correct number.
Oh, you're down there.
Can has?
Give me that back.
All the way down here. Right.
Says.
Guess.
Oh wait, it didn't
There's
update.
103.
I just took 100 out, and there are still 103.
I'll bring it up over here.
Why did it not update?
Are you actually wired into the chests?
Yes.
Yeah, but the chests aren't wired into the system. Onto the pole.
Oh
The
look,
combinator. Oh, you're
I see,
you're
yeah,
reading
yeah.
it. You're reading it from the robo tower though. You don't want to read it from both at the same time. because you'll get
Oh yeah, why is the robo tower?
duplicates.
I think that's for
Oh,
Number of
the.
robots.
fail.
Open the UI for it
Mhm.
because I can't open it on map view.
For the robo port.
Hey, Mark,
Yeah.
welcome. We're a little
If you're
short-staffed
reading
today,
the
so we're just
the
throwing things
contents.
together and hoping for the best. We'll see how this goes. See how well we get on without Mike around to
I'm not quite
to
sure.
wind us up.
This is only so that I know how many of these we've got, but I don't think that's necessary.
That should probably be joined there, I think.
Right, no, I've changed the way I'm doing this, and this is the old way. That's why.
There's probably a storage chest somewhere that contains a
Yes,
bunch of
right.
walls.
There's my blue
Probably right.
chips.
Also, if you have a
Can't
radar,
make these very
you can
quickly
put it
because
in
we've
down there.
Right, now it's on 0.
only got 2 of these
A radar?
machines and not very many rubies to make more.
Yeah,
Right.
Oh yeah,
because there's a blueprint for one.
probably do.
Laurence placed it when I was down there, and I didn't have any radars.
Right.
Those.
Yeah, I was previously measuring the number of
Okay, so got that. Got
repair
that.
packs in the robo tower, but now I'm just using a provider chest.
Try that one.
Yeah.
Plastiglass and
Alright.
gold foil. So gold foil is one of these, probably this one,
You are supposed to be
Probably.
doing
hopefully. Nope, it's this one.
repair packs less than.
Northern.
You're the output. Yeah, that's okay. You can do what you want. Lion.
How am I going to get the input from the northern line into the western blue chip maker? Oh, that. Oh, yes. So this is an excellent point. I'm going to need to put that there, or there actually. Yep. Thank you. But I do need to put the input inserters in there as well. That would help.
Flamethrowers.
Possibly I should
anything-
have had the 2 belts on the opposite side from where I had the pipe going in, but never mind. That would require forward planning, and I didn't do very much of that. Right, plastiglass must be what? Did I have another train? I mean, I made a. I'm pretty sure last week I made a site somewhere that was producing plastiglass. So presumably I've got another train
That
down.
sounds
Yes,
right.
that's what this final train down here is for.
Let's go over here. Wait for me. Gonna go
Putting
in.
that down
You
there
haven't
like
produced
that.
any. Oh, you have produced
Observe
some
the-
plastic glass.
Have I
It's
produced
just
a
not
train's worth?
producing at the moment. I don't know.
Okay.
42k.
Mike, did you click on the video to try and ping the map?
Descriptions are difficult. Right, so there's my
No.
plastic glass. There's my foiled gold. So, and that's no, that's made in a normal assembly machine. Thank goodness for that. I was afraid I was going to need more of the laser ones. So let's do that here.
Oh, it's sulfuric acid.
It's miles
missing.
away.
Plastic glass. Because
Oh, is that
always
why
gonna
it's
be
not got
sulfuric
not got
acid.
any?
Plistiglis.
Plustigloose.
Yeah, so it looks like I just used the box
that'll
limit
work.
size. 20 of those, 20 of those. Right. 100? Doesn't seem like enough, does it? So not all of these are actually hooked up to... Right. None of these is.
Sulfuric acid is being produced at nearly
two
full
are.
speed.
Apparently full speed is insufficient. Apparently I'm on map mode.
Yeah.
Let's just not do that.
Could everybody
There we go.
please stop being ill? I don't want to be infected. What are we
You'll
doing
catch
here?
a
Oh, yes,
computer
those
virus.
things. Gross. Oh, there's no trains for transport fluid found in depot, so it's skipping fluid processing.
There is a train picking up sulfuric acid at the moment.
Okay, I wonder where it's
To
going.
go to gold smeltery.
Okay. There are many, many places that require sulfuric acid by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Up here is
So-
one of them as well. Bleep bloop.
The lack of fluid trains means that there's no is not realizing that we're short of sulfuric acid. So I don't think it's a problem. Well, that part of it's not a problem.
Right, that's all that nonsense there, plugged in. Let's see, can I now go straight in and make the blue circuits? What? Oh, don't tell me blue circuits also require a funny business. Yes, they require a laser assembler as well. So I'm gonna need to go out and look for more rubies, or go and run around and collect all the rubies that have been hopefully coming out of all the mines I've been making. So we need another laser
So
assembler for
10.
that. So let's pull up that one for now. Put it in there. And pull up those two because they're useless. And blue circuits, yeah. Blue circuit. So we
How many
require
things?
circuit board, yes, and those things, yes. So those are the two that are on this side. Let's have a look at the
You don't
numbers
have
for all of these
negative
things.
20.
Uh,
Flamethrowers in you.
6 second crafting time. Jeez, it's gonna take a while. 6 seconds, in fact.
6 seconds, in fact.
There's an echo in here.
There's an echo in here. Why? This area is asking for -10 charcoal, and also it hasn't got it. I say -10. It's asking for 10 charcoal, which doesn't seem like enough to.
Oh no! Don't do that.
That should be
Thank you.
10 in the chest. So, as in, it will only actually bother to request the ammo train if it's actually run out of charcoal, rather than maintaining a large store of it.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, as soon as one gets used, it's going to send it off, right? Oh, hang on. How big's
So
the
that's
chest?
that one.
Well, right.
and
The
that
chest has got a
one,
buffer,
so-
which is
and that
way
one.
bigger
Yeah.
than 10.
That
Okay,
one.
fine.
Semiconducting
Fair enough.
triodes.
That's okay.
Semiconducting
So we
trihards,
got
which is this one. Who designed this place, honestly?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Was it
Hooray!
you?
Delicious
1,
spaghetti.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Excuse me.
Okay, but don't do it again.
Does this one not have charcoal? Surely this one has charcoal. This one doesn't have charcoal. Oh, it's using the same supply. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, why is there no power? Laurence?
Mike, there is
Donkey!
power.
Came back.
Power it's somewhere in the middle of the base. Looks fine.
Who deleted?
It may have
It's
been Laurence then.
Certainly looked like
Yeah,
a,
I don't see any flat tops in the power generation, so I suspect power has actually just always been fine.
well,
Unless one of the pylons got knocked out and then rebuilt.
Yes, that is a possibility. Al, did you knock out a
They-
pylon and rebuild it?
no, but it may have been attacked.
Right, I have. Oh, that's wrong. Oh goodness sake.
For goodness sake. Get the hippie shakes.
For goodness sake.
Right. Shake. Go.
Any more broken bits around here? Doesn't all these look kind of okay-ish? And I now need to tell the one down all the way down here at the bottom to summon plastiglass.
Plastic.
No. Plastiglass.
Plastic glass. Stop doing stuff.
No
the heck?
plastiglass.
As soon as I arrived, all the bots started doing stuff. Can they pull stuff out of trains?
No.
Well, what are they doing then?
Also, are you deliberately hogging the ammo train?
Oink.
It's not the ammo train. The ammo train is at the ammo station.
Where are the bots?
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's all the bots going in to build up
I'll let you
everything.
have
up
It's
in
at the
landing.
outpost, I mean. I was holding it up
Oh,
for
they're
a while
charging
because
now,
I was
okay.
fixing the outpost. But
Right. I think that's what I saw. Oh, your train looks like an ammo train. It's got a wagon with ammo in it.
it's a disguise, yeah.
Sneeze.
Choo.
Yes, fortunately for
Fine.
the eardrums of everyone involved, I'm polite enough to mute my microphone, or to try and remember to mute my microphone when I sneeze. Okay, so I need more rubies, and we also need plastic glass and modest Zlatolobov and Chancellor 87. And oh no, we don't need Tashtakat because it's that one's happened. That one's filled up, as has
Okay.
Adam Lawless
Not
and
those, please.
Florian
Lucy Lawless.
1024. Right. I think I should probably name some of these stations.
You think?
They are named.
I think I should probably rename some of these stations.
That should be fine. Right, off we go. Where should we go now? I need sort of a compendium of all outposts. Catalogue, as it were. Excuse me? That wasn't and. Okay, go. Away! There's no pylon removal,
What's this? This is tin.
as far as you know. Stop trying to chase me in a train! Bots.
Tin drop blue.
It's quite nice watching all the sites go by and not having lag. I'm astounded how well this is running. It doesn't even have that much memory.
What's this? This is carbon. This must be gold. Oh, I haven't programmed the last station on here. Never mind, the train hasn't arrived because there isn't any. Typing is difficult. What's this stuff even called? Tellurium.
Pull that back. Look at that.
And down here.
Now I've deleted
plastic
some.
glass. And let's program them because otherwise I'll forget and regret it. That one.
Nope. What the?
Moving a mouse in a straight line is surprisingly difficult. That one. There we go. Right. Good.
I see.
I
don't like this at all. Go away.
I don't know why that's broken. Oh, it's because there's a signal in it. There we go. I mean, it's a bit superfluous when the train can go that way or that way and then immediately loop around like that, but never mind.
Please give me provider chests. Where are my provider chests?
Right, let's go ruby hunting.
Ah! I hate my inventory. Point at this and flash it.
There were 10 over to the west earlier. There's still 10.
Where it says rubies in them with the
Yeah.
excitable capital letter. Okay, let's get there.
Rude bees. I don't need these, thank you.
Mike thinks we should have had a naming convention for station names. I mean, he's entirely right, and I normally do have a naming convention for station names. But the problem is when you have 4 people, you end up with 4 conventions, and then you end up with people taking the piss, and then it just gets a bit silly. So we've got to the gets a bit silly stage. I'm not sure. I had a feeling I'd set up another copper mine at the end of the last stream that was digging up some more of these ruby thingies. There's a few in here in this patch, but that's kind of awkward because there's a massive great load of stations on top of it because I built them there. I thought it was down here.
Probably realised that you should.
It was probably this one down here where I was thinking, yes, I should. No, because there's definitely one where I turned a load of the miners round to reprioritize them. Maybe it was. There's my train. Let's get on the train and go.
You did that over here.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe it was over there that I did it. What kind of stupid train route is
look.
that? Goodness sake! I'll have to try and remember to jump out when I get on the way past.
Oh, there's no turning around spots.
Yeah, there are turning round spots. There is a turning round spot. It's just the wrong way.
The wrong way. Put another one back to back with it.
Wait,
No, I haven't got any rail. I suppose I could do it from map view and hope. Yeah, so I turned a load of these miners round. So the only ones that are actually feeding onto the belt are the ones that have rubies, like this one, or the ones that are beyond all the ones that have rubies. Because that way, hopefully, I'll actually get what I need. Wait, Keith. 10 rubies might allow me to make another 2 assembly machines. After that, I'm probably going to have to go around and work out why I don't have enough of all the things I don't have enough of. Go thither.
Thither. Whither?
And whence. There we go. If when light oil is less than 0, then the train will go. Simples.
I'm
You
guessing
don't
that
actually need to
charcoal's
set
supposed to go
the
over.
light oil part, do you?
I'm not sure. I don't know what would happen if you left it blank. Maybe if blank
It
should never
doesn't.
be equal, never be less than 0 either. So maybe maybe it would work.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't have to set the
Okay,
fluid.
that'll make it mildly easier next time I
Away!
do it. Get out of the train. Get out of the train.
I mean, our naming convention is it's conventional to name the stations. How far is this journey? Oh, there's no look. Can't go from there to there. Look.
Why doesn't Shift C work anymore?
You
Because
turned it
we
off.
all turn it off.
No, we also. Oh, I thought I turned it back on. I used it earlier today and it worked.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I don't
oh,
know.
there's no red circuits. That's the problem. Why are there no red circuits, people? Oh, I bet it's because we've run out of plastic on the bus. Is plastic still a thing for red circuits in this pack? Well, here are the machines
That
that are
looks
supposed
like
to make
plastic
them,
there.
and it's not got any semiconducting triodes, which have not got any gold. Oh, it's gold. Gold is the problem. There's no
Gold.
gold on the.
Oh yeah, gold got disconnected from the bus.
Ah, for goodness sake.
Ah, put this.
It
Stop
was
being
never
stupid.
close to the bus, really. There's a long belt just bringing it in.
Is that it down? No, down here? No, this is lead. I think. Kind of hard to tell.
This is gold. One of the dead batteries.
Right. Okay. So yes, there is a certain amount on the bus already, but beyond where it actually gets used. But I was more meaning, can we get it being put back onto the bus again? Or has the
Yeah, you could put a
aforementioned long
request
belt been
station
removed?
up here somewhere or
Oh
something.
yeah, the belt. Yeah, there's a end of the belt here, which just doesn't go to anything. Grumble.
Just don't connect it.
That's the problem. It's
Oh.
not connected.
Right, I see. This is not how this works. Stop doing stuff.
I'm not sure there's room to put a I'm not sure there's room
None.
to put an LTN station in. That's the problem. I could repurpose
There is
this
if you
iron
go up to where I
plate.
ping.
Where did you
You
ping?
can.
Oh, up there.
I see,
That's
I see,
Well,
I see.
There's the gold ore pickup. That's where it was coming in before.
yeah. Yeah, and I suppose I could put it there and spaghetti a belt all
Oh,
the
wait,
way
why are
down.
you
Actually, it's not
connected?
all that far to get it down to where the other belts
The
started down
alternative
here.
is add to this stack.
Yeah, that's probably the most sensible.
Add to the top of
The
it.
most sensible, even if it's not the most comical. Yeah, let's do that.
It's very hard to disconnect something from the circuit if you don't have the type of wire that it's connected to it with.
Yeah.
Just pick it up and put it down again.
If you want it completely disconnected,
What?
yeah.
Why are you not
Seems to be
connected to the
disconnected
circuit?
already. That's all right.
If you got -10, even though you have got a shitload in you, why are you not? Who did this?
Well,
There we go.
Oh, you put in an extra space up. Unnecessary.
oh yeah.
Then-
I suppose I
Doesn't
could
matter.
move it down, but I can't be asked.
I don't actually care.
Good. Now I need to run a belt all the way through the bus. In
That seems
the
correct.
early part of the bus.
You'd have to move that belt even more than you already have to move it.
Where
Yeah,
else
yeah.
is there a outpost? This says outpost. Why?
Is it 'cause it's
do
an
you want-
outpost?
Laurence, do you want to replace those with bigger pylons,
I don't think it's an outpost, if I'm being brutally honest.
medium pylons, rather than small wooden poles?
There's apparently one here.
Probably. I'm not sure it's going to work. I might need to upgrade those.
That's fluid ammo pickup. Why is there an outpost station here? What's that doing?
Why can I not upgrade stuff? Oh, there we go. Because I was pressing the wrong buttons, that's why.
Tristan, explain that.
Oh,
Where I
what?
pinged, there is an outpost station. I don't think there should be.
There should be.
Why?
That's the. It's got a train limit of 0, so trains will never go there. But it means if all the other outpost stations are disabled, that station doesn't. The trains won't skip the outpost station.
It doesn't have to be an additional station.
No, but yeah,
No, but yes.
that's how it's configured.
You just
So,
need one of them to be done by train limit rather than switch off. And it might as
Yeah.
well be just one that does nothing.
we've lost a load of wall over there.
It'll probably be sorted out when the ammo train shows up.
When hell freezes over.
Helsinki.
Helsinki freezes over quite frequently, that's not much of a challenge. I assume.
Not really my area of expertise, would be nice.
No, but it's in one of those chilly places, so I'm going to assume.
The ammo
Uh,
train is not going to turn up there.
Basically, we need fixing.
Al, you didn't actually wire in the station.
What?
There's a
Station
wire
doesn't-
connected to the station, but you changed the pylons, and didn't wire the pylons to the station.
That makes sense. Ooh. Ooh. Why? What? Surely that's the charcoals. Why are all the charcoal thingies pointing into the thingy instead of?
Because we don't want it. So that means that you can tell a bot to turn it round if we want it to
Where even
start
am I?
getting
here.
rid of pollution there. But if we don't want, if there's no point in getting rid of pollution, there's no point using up the charcoal.
Okay, why is this one? Not actually asking for charcoal. There you go.
Possibly turn it off in 2 different ways.
How thorough.
One of which being to ask for turrets instead. Turret, lemonade. No, we did another one, you see, for the other type of turret. What's that, shooty turret?
They're all shooty turrets. Ah, stuck on pipes. Oh no.
Slow
Pipes
shooty or
everywhere
fast
here.
shooty, that's the thing.
Wide shooty or narrow shooty? Is this area not covered by robot? It's not covered by roboports. I'd have quite a long wait for this train to get built, the station to get built.
So you had a connection? Well, you don't need to be a passive provider, just put that back.
Gold, 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 gold. Phew.
It's really hard to see wires that are in the
Yeah, I suppose I could have
lane.
put it in somewhere down here by the old oil processing area, but I think there's not really very much space to. It would be a bit awkward and cramped and difficult, and I don't like it.
One of these had the circuit. What the frick? Or whatever. I was checking the numbers on these. Oh, it was the station that it wasn't connected to, not the numbers themselves. Like this one, for example. All of a sudden, that's not
Tristan's been
connected to
doing stuff while he's been watching me and doing stuff in the area while I've been getting on with things.
What?
I assume it was you who upgraded all of these inserters to stack inserters.
No, that was ages ago.
Oh, so
bots
it's because I put the roboports in. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's probably counted in multiple months.
Blimey.
At least a month. Standing on a rail line.
Sorry?
You were standing on a rail line. It was
Yeah.
mildly entertaining.
I have to admit I wasn't paying enough attention to where I was standing.
Since you're there, could you go down and turn off the combinators for the ones that have, well, I think it's just one that has small poles, please. This one.
Oh right, yeah.
Then I can.
Wouldn't
Yep.
you rather I just replace them with big poles?
They need to be wired in as well. I was going to copy paste.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Final outpost, I think.
Have we got enough infrastructure here to turn this station on? No.
How many outposts are there? And how many have I done?
Boom.
Shake, shake, shake the room. There's nothing at this outpost. This is a shambles. Get rid of it. Very upset.
Hello and welcome to what Laurence waits for bots all evening. Let's put a cable in while I'm waiting. Get the train to start loading up at least. Even if we won't be able to get here.
Once the bots turn up, you can turn that back on again.
Oh, I need to rename this as well.
Wait, what? No, that's, I didn't even notice. Oh my god, the entirety of this thing is actually served from that thingy. Oh jeez. What's this outpost for then? Lols?
Is that what the output's for?
Shits or giggles?
Or maybe even both.
Steady on.
Mm-hmm.
Mike's here, he'll have a funny turn.
Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Presumably anti-clockwise, or it wouldn't be that funny, would it?
Yeah, could you turn that combination? Thank you.
Right. Why are we not getting any gold? Is it just... Oh, let's try and press the wrong buttons. No station supplying gold ingots. Great. So we're just short of everything at the moment. So I've been expanding out the final ends of the far ends of the productions without really concentrating on what's needed in the earlier stages, and then admittedly with the intention of then going back and going, aha, this is where we're short of stuff. So
I don't
yeah,
even remember where gold's made.
I think that's probably a tin. It's rather hard to tell because some muppet went round changing all of them to the little pictures of the metal icons instead of the
You say changing them
using
to.
words or setting them as well, changing them to, because when they had to be set at some point and they did already have a name of technically. So yes, changing.
Gold is produced over here.
So it is. Oh, it does say gold. It does actually say gold by this one. So
That looks like it. Oh, it's sulfuric acid. Because of course it is.
everything seems to be a sulfuric acid problem. That's produced over in the massive chemistry set, isn't it? Down here.
Yeah.
No.
Which
Here.
is
This one.
the sulfurous gas is sitting at the same amount it was before. So that's
Where the same amount is approximately 0.
well, it's 2.2k, but then you've got the flowing through pipes.
Yeah.
Gets to approximately 0 by the end.
Insufficient,
But
certainly.
most of the machines are actually running.
True. Yeah, so even improving the flow of sulfurous gas wouldn't help that much.
And also nothing's capped. So actually the oil got...
Light oil is at
just
20k, which is fairly high.
We have plenty
but
of
not
crude
full.
oil. Potentially
Okay.
worth adding another refinery or two.
That should do it.
Which there isn't
Yeah.
nice room for.
Perhaps time to start a second row of it. Oh, there's loads of storage tanks down here for... Oh, they've all been emptied. Okay, deliberately by the looks of it. Light oil appears to be the thing that we have the most of, but it's not got to the point where there's too much of it, so I'm not too worried about it.
Yes, we are capping it. So
Yeah. Oh, I see. So we're turning it into more sulfurous gas and
yeah. But
petroleum.
we're only turning it into sulfurous gas if we've got more than 20k.
Right. Okay.
So that's why it's sitting at 20k, and it always should.
Okay. Otherwise, it's just getting turned into the petroleum cube things. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we are producing it at basically as fast as we can, unless I go in and just double up all of this
This is called
oil refinerizing, which is a fairly big job, but not an insurmountable one. I mean, actually, I could just copy paste what we've already got, couldn't I? And then just squeeze it in.
Route the pipes.
Yeah.
production. No, processing.
Yeah, let's do that.
There we
I
go.
think I think a bit more oil would be useful.
A lamp, you say?
Let's do that much because that is a sort of an amount that I think will fit in the gap.
It's train fuel. Go away. Create blueprint.
I've rotated it. Oil is
Right.
the one on the inside, so I'll put it there. There's a radar. If I put it there, then it works around, fits around that radar, and it lines up with the ones above, so that's quite nice.
I've upgraded
That'll
the
just go
outpost
all the way.
station in the blueprint book. But I've left the old one in there for some reason. Because I'm scared of deleting it. Because I'll probably get told off.
Prosperity.
Is fair.
So, the new one now accepts, you know what I mean, asks for, requests all the
Oh, I
things.
see what you mean by lining up the oil.
The,
I was looking
how
at
is that
the
again?
oil and water line up perfectly in the
I think-
columns.
Yeah,
Perhaps this
that's
place
because
is
the
a little
refineries
bit,
line up perfectly, so that's...
Yeah.
Yeah, that place is a little bit reliant on those things not breaking, so let's go there and fix that. The thing that Mike tried to accuse me of is simply just because it's not hooked up anywhere else, and the biters keep breaking it. Go.
Are any outposts still using the old bullet ammo?
There is some in the one that is maybe this one? Or
Because
this one?
it
Not the
must be
second
being unloaded because this ammo train is filling up with it.
What? Explain me? Where could it possibly be
The
coming
ammo
from?
train
the
is
vent.
refilling
You don't
it,
want to
so
connect
it must have
to that.
some must have been taken.
Ammo train shouldn't have any, should it?
Well, it does. Heading over to just double check it.
I don't even know where it's getting it from. We
And
might need
there.
to deal with that.
Phew, done.
There's definitely a problem I don't like. The outpost train is not providing bots, is it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it
Or
is.
it can do. There were bots in there.
But nothing's taking them out.
Maybe that's because they've already got enough bots. You don't want a huge number of bots in an outpost because it's just kind of wasteful.
Yeah, and I think that might have been why the stations were originally reading the logistic network.
Reading the logistic network won't help. You have to read number of bots. Which is
But
the
you
other
still
thing.
need to wire it up to the thing, don't you?
Yes.
And then if you do that, you get the values in it whether you want to or not.
No, there's a tick box for it.
Oh, is that what the...
What the tick box was for.
There.
Oh, well, I can't see one without it being nearby. Why don't we
Simple.
go down there and have a look?
Now, of course, we're going to need to extend this thing, the things that are actually making the sulfuric acid, because I've almost doubled the amount of the oil we're going to be pumping through.
Oops.
So everything downstream of that is now going to be increased as well. So I suspect that means we're going to need a load of this.
So you...
Where's my number?
Oh, I don't
Where's
have a
my
way of
notepad?
hooking the bots up to the thing. This place, we really need to fix the biters down here. It's getting a little bit over...
Yeah, that's what the scrubbing was intended to somewhat help with that. But
They
it
still attack, and when they do,
hasn't.
there's a lot of them.
This forestry is also intended to help.
Where are you looking at the moment? Oh, is it over there that's specifically the problem? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, they keep. It's almost like we need to stop using flame turrets because they're just destroying the walls as much as they're.
Yeah. Could you head slightly northwest and pick up a bunch of that rubber wood and chuck it in some of the middle forestries that aren't doing anything, please.
Another possibility would be to move the flame turrets
You
forwards a
mean
bit,
southeast?
I mean northwest.
so that the flames land further out than the walls. But
Northwest
yeah,
of me
this
is
having the
fighter
walls
territory.
burnable is a
That's northeast.
massive pain.
Place
Oh.
I pinged.
I went that through twice. I went through that twice in my head and still got it wrong.
Oh yeah, your rubber has failed.
What
No,
am I
wait,
doing now?
rubber's gone funny.
Just take a handful off the belt and
Put it on the
chuck
input
it
belts.
in. Yeah, I'm just on several of the. That'll be plenty. Several of the ones that are empty.
That might actually do.
No,
Not like that?
that was wood. It
Oh.
said wood. It hasn't actually put it.
No, they all seem to be rubber wood.
This happened last time.
Just
It just deletes it. That happened last time.
so don't do that. Just select some and
Just dump it on the
press
belts.
all
You-
that.
That sounds
Yeah,
hard.
that's
No, you need to do it vertically. Vertically is more important than
Yeah.
horizontally because
Okay.
the idea is to get all the chains of it running.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I
This one's not
I
even
only
powered.
actually care specifically that one in each row is active.
Yeah, that'll now eventually work. It'll take ages, but it'll work.
Thank you.
Why is there
Should these
such
be
a power
unpowered?
problem? Yeah, there should be an. You need fix the power as well while you're at it, please, because it ain't working. I don't know what's going on with the pylons here, but there seem to be multiple ones very close together, and that's normal. They're all like
I
that.
don't have any of those.
I'll stick a big one in there instead. And probably power the station as well. That'd be useful. Why? I don't know why the station's
just done that.
unpowered. Oh, okay.
Probably because it never actually got completely finished.
You say you've done that. It hasn't actually happened, but there might be a
bots
bot on
will
the
do
way
it.
out there. Is it in the roboports? Oh, it is. God,
What's
no,
this for?
no wonder our roboports are also robo network uses so much power and is so slow to do anything. It covers far too big an area.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
useful when you want to build something a million miles from home, but
Right. I think
Fine,
there's no
only
dots left.
751 robo towers.
oh, that's not too bad then.
Is that in that specific network, or is that all together?
Yeah, that's in that network.
Okay. So what we need here. Might need to update that blueprint I just created because what we actually want.
We might need to turn Mike upside down and shake him until all those productivity modules he was making fall out, because all of these machines along here need them and I haven't got any.
I think he used up.
Oh, did he?
Most of them.
Okay.
Wayne says, "How is all of our Halloweens?" Mine was good because it is our anniversary, and therefore we get to avoid Halloween and do celebratory stuff instead.
Hang on, didn't you get married then specifically because it was Halloween and you thought it was
Yes.
funny and gothy or something like that? So therefore, you're
Well-
trying not to avoid all of the Halloweeny stuff.
We're trying to avoid the one where children knock on the door and expect things.
Right. We didn't get any of that actually. Probably good
You're
things.
in a
I don't
house,
think we
though.
had any suitable stuff to give them.
So, since I'm
Here,
here,
have some whiskey. Hang on.
Yeah, exactly.
oh yeah, you could give a little trick or treat, like single shot. What are those called? The tiny little taster ones?
Miniatures.
Just miniatures. Boring.
Yeah, miniatures are a bit boring. They're bigger bottles are more fun.
So if I do this and then do read robot statistics, total logistics bots and total construction. We only need
You
construction.
can change those, so you can change what
Yeah.
the letter is.
Can I just turn it off?
Change it.
Mike is zonking out,
And
so everyone say goodbye to Mike.
goodbye to Mike.
There we go.
Bot.
Bye to Mike.
Biter.
Construction robot. Right, so now we want to make sure that
I think
this
I
also
actually want this
has
to be red all the way around, just for the
maybe 20?
halibut.
Cheers, how many construction robots do you think we should have?
So one option would be making it based on the number of inactive ones. So that if a place uses a lot,
Oh, it lasts for more.
it will summon a
Please,
lot.
Well, then I need an addition combinator.
No, there's a
Actually-
thing. Is there not a thing that comes out telling you that you have so many
I
so
can
many
have
available bots?
Oh, available. Sorry, I
That-
thought that was active. Okay, let me
That
change
won't
it.
work nicely because you need to wire in the inserter actually, and so that
Nice.
needs to know how many to insert.
Do I?
Yeah, probably 20 is probably fine.
Well, it won't show up at all until we've got enough, and then it doesn't really matter if there's a few in the chest that we don't need.
They won't take them out of the chest.
Well, I was going to put an inserter that puts it straight in the robos. So I was going
Yeah,
to repurpose this chest.
but you need a logic for that.
Hang on.
When should it move them into the robo tower?
Now I want whiskey.
Always.
No,
I
only when,
finished
the,
mine last week.
only when the
and-
Roboport hasn't got enough. Or Robo Tower hasn't got enough, sorry.
Yeah.
Are you
So
chugging away?
you want
No. Why are you not chugging away? Output full.
Also, these are the wrong type of chests. Hang on, I'm fixing things.
you want it to take out of the
Light
train when
oils.
there's not enough in the chest, and resupply the station when there's not enough in the chest.
What's that doing?
But then out of the chest into the robo tower
I mean, obviously
when
nothing.
there's
but-
not enough in
Well,
the
I
robo
was
tower.
okay. I mean, yes, we could end up with an
Disagree.
entire stack of bots that never get an overflow of bots if the train stays there too long. Yeah, we don't want that, do we?
Right, we now
Um,
have. I've
So you
managed
set
to
the
produce
exerter.
I've managed to produce light oil fast enough that we now have an excess of it, despite the fact that we've got machines that are supposed to be emptying it.
What the heck just happened?
Why are these machines not? I'm going to head
How
over
many-
there because I can't poke at things properly from here. I like to poke
It
things.
is
Just
because there's too much coke.
Coke.
often problem.
Yeah,
Didn't know we were making Coke. There, specifically. Let's go and have a look.
that's
Wouldn't the
how you
license-
make it.
Okay.
The machines up there aren't ones that produce sulfurous gas. They're ones that produce coke, and sulfurous gas is a byproduct.
Ah, gotcha. When you say Coke, do you mean petroleum cubes?
Petroleum coke.
Petroleum Coke.
Yeah,
right,
it's called
gotcha.
petroleum coke.
Right,
Okay,
okay.
so I'm going to do this so that we've basically got a buffer of one stack of bots.
So I
because
remembered it was called petroleum
otherwise
something. You
I'm
remembered it was called something Coke,
too
and therefore we
basic.
had no idea what we
I
were
knew
talking
all
about.
of it, but coke was quicker to say than petroleum coke.
Oh, I see.
I'm an engineer. I'm supposed to be lazy.
But also clear.
Citation needed.
Maybe we need to start powering our trains with petroleum coke or something, because we do have more of it than we know what to do with. Well, what can it be used for? Is there anything else?
Right. If we have fewer than 20 available bots, it will pull stuff out of the stack of buffer bots. And if there's fewer than 20... Well, now I need a stack of buffer bots. Ah, that's why you don't use this here, because that's also the number of actual bots that you've got.
So it gets used
So-
in purple science, but we're obviously summoning that as fast as we need it.
You
It's
can
used for
use
making
different color wires.
Graphite, which goes in all kinds
Eh.
of places, but again, not enough of it apparently. We could turn it into rocket fuel, I suppose. Except that needs more research that we haven't done yet.
I'll send a train over there to pick up some for a
I
power
don't
plant.
actually have...
It can be burnt in
different
an
word.
incinerator.
Can it?
Let me
It's
change
got a
that.
fuel value, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it can go in a power
Oh
plant.
yeah, put it in a power plant. There we go. That's what we should be doing with it, given we're short of stuff for
I've
power
sent.
plants.
They've got a train coming over to pick up a train load.
Awesome.
Right, so... Please, you are allowed to take... If there are fewer than 20 available bots, start pulling them out of the thing. Oh, and then you also need bots. No, you don't need the A, you just need bots. That's wrong.
Hey.
Bot. So if there are fewer than 20 bots in the chest, we also send a train.
It's unloaded the unhelpful side slightly quick. Okay, they both unload. But
Are you connected? You're not connected.
who's unloading the lower of the two belts? So the one that wasn't purely light oil.
Oh
That's-
right.
I'm thinking we also should probably have a few inserters here, because they keep getting busted as well. They're going to fix this? Why is nothing fixing this? That says no power, not no bots. And there's no bots as well.
How many
'cause,
assets do we have? 98,
luckily, I only need 10
99.
of these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're in for 150. Right.
It told me off for trying to put construction robots in my construction robot slot. It said only construction robots can go in this slot.
LTN requests. So where are there any requesters around here? No, there aren't. Let's find a requester station.
There's a blueprint for it.
Oh no, I've just got someone asking how they work, so I was going to sort of point out
Oh,
and
right.
talk about it a bit.
Wayne needs an explanation for the LTN setup.
There's a fluid one down the bottom there.
No, I found one here. This is a tin requesting station. So you link up all of the chests together with wires, so you can tell how much is already in the station. Then you have a combinator here, which, as you can see, has some numbers attached to it. So those numbers mean it requests when it. So the one on the left is a. Hang on, blue. No, yeah, blue is requester. So it requests when it needs at least 480 stacks of stuff, and that 480,000. Sorry, 480 stacks is because the wagons are bigger in Industrial Revolution than normal. But across there, you've then got things like what size the train should be, what LTN network you're on, how many trains are allowed to arrive at a time, and then the minus 50,000 tin on the end of it is subtracted. So essentially, you're subtracting 50,000 from all of the tin in the station to give you a number, and when that gets sufficiently negative that you can summon a train that a train's worth would fit in, then LTN will automatically summon a train. So you link all of those wires then into the light on the station, and boosh, a train will turn up when required. In theory, if you've actually got the supplies somewhere. If you want a better explanation, I suggest you you Google for it, because there are much better explanations on various forums and things, and possibly even actually no, there won't be on the Factorio wiki, but there's definitely on the subreddits and probably other forums and places there are people telling you how to use LTN in significantly more detail and accuracy than I was.
The issue with those is the few that I've seen try to go into full detail about it and do a full-on LTN setup,
see.
whereas this is actually a pretty basic one.
There was one I saw that was called Lazy LTN or something like that, or Basic LTN on Reddit that was quite good. Here we go. Guide for a low-effort LTN user. I shall paste it in chat.
That sounds like us.
I'm helpful. There we go. That's I think I probably adapted and tweaked that a little bit, but that was where I basically learned how to set up a simple LTN setup. Now, I do frequently get things wrong, it's worth admitting, so it's not a perfect teacher, but it's a good start.
And again, bot. There we go. And then we do the same. So.
No problem. I hope it's helpful and edifying and such like. There's a train turned up to get some sulfuric acid, but it's taking it to H2SO4 drop for LEDs, apparently. I'm pretty sure it's meant to say lead.
That is still that's the more complicated LTN than we're actually using.
Oh, okay.
I occasionally use bits of that. That's using the output as well.
Oh, right.
You don't actually have to use the output. We're not for at least virtually everything here.
Oh yeah, that is quite a bit more complicated. Yeah, okay. Sorry, I take it back. That's
actual bots.
It's a guide, but it's significantly less low effort than it claims to be.
There, right.
Well, I think it probably is. It's just a set it up like this, don't worry about it sort of approach, rather than
I guess
understanding exactly how everything works.
Yeah, I suppose so. If you follow it from that sort of way, then yeah, I guess I tended to prefer to understand the bits I was actually using and then simplify it down to just those.
What type of inserters are we using all over the place? That's a fast.
All sorts.
Is this a fast inserter? Yes. Okay. Seems like all of our outposts are fast inserters. The roof is
no,
on
this is just the wall.
fire. Oh.
We don't need no biters. Ooh, braking force.
What the fuck? Oh.
What have you broken?
I tried to supply the station with some fast inserters, for repairing in future, and then the bots helpfully took them out of the box and gave them back to me because I have requested.
Why are there logistics bots in this station? In
I
this
don't know.
outpost? There shouldn't be. Take the logistics bots out of the outpost. There shouldn't be any.
Why are the logistics bots in this outpost at all?
That's what I was asking you. Noob.
They must have got done.
Did you use Shift C near the outpost, near the robo
I
tower?
don't think that does anything. No, it doesn't do
don't know.
anything. Oh, and hang on. How many logistic robots have we got?
Over 9,000. Oh, I
None.
am over here.
That was
I
it.
was
There were
thinking I
just
was
those.
over here.
Okay. Well, I believe this setup should be correct to bring in also. Oh, let's put fast inserts in here, shall we? A bunch of fast inserts. And then. There's a lot of things that need doing for an outpost.
Welcome
Yeah,
to
the outpost is
Factorio.
getting more and more complicated.
It's just because we want them to be able to fix everything that we put down, so we have to
Yeah,
put the
yeah.
entire supply of
One
shit.
of everything.
It would be nice if you could tell a chest what should be in it, and then send a train to fill up one chest instead of having to separate it into 1,000 chests.
You can. It's just the. Oh, you can to an extent. The problem is the inserters tend to get confused.
Yeah.
Can you have multiple things in the same chest to filter? You can't put filters on chest.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
No,
Actually,
you
I had a
can't.
feeling you could do that, but I'm trying to think. I
Oh,
thought it was because the
you-
inserter was the problem.
You could
Well, you
do it
can't
with
tell-
filter inserters and
Oh yeah,
Um,
program it from
set
the
the
network.
filter
Yeah,
based. Yeah.
that could work.
Well, you can just change the filter depending on what is needed, and then it just pulls out a different thing when the first one's full. I have to experiment with that.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to copy this then. This might not be the best outpost to borrow because it's actually backwards.
It's the
from
one that's
rest.
actually working hard.
Well, it is, but it's also upside down. It's the only one that's on the inside, and it's quite difficult to. Yeah, I won't take that actually. I'm going to go for the other one. I like this one up here because it's green, unadulterated by actually being used. I'm wondering where my pudding is.
I'm wondering where my whiskey is. Actually, no, I know exactly where my whiskey is. I just need to go and get some.
I drank mine. Don't think I've got any more.
I drank mine and then I asked for some more for my birthday. So you know.
Huh.
People tend to ask me what I want for my birthday, so it's useful. It's useful to have an answer. Now people are starting to ask me what I want for Christmas, and the problem is I've used up all my answers for my birthday.
Well, who wants Christmas stuff?
Well, for me to get more.
Nothing,
whiskey.
thank you. Do you know, I'm just going to fill this up with these. There we go. This is going to have this.
Oops. No.
Can I
Stop
make
being
one of
wrong.
these, do you think?
Ah.
I need
There we
more
go.
iron.
That'll do.
You're going to be that
Then
and that. You're going to be that. You're going to be boats. Logistics boats. Oh, except not actually construction boats.
construction boats. What?
Yes. Rowboats.
Rowing boats.
Construction rowboats. It's quite clear, I don't know what the problem is.
Oh, I don't think I actually need that.
This one has a train limit. I
Because
thought
they're
they were
both
doing
producing
by... Well, this is...
gas.
Why has this one got a train limit of 0?
Both gassing.
Probably because someone
Which
set it
one?
up and didn't want one. I realise now
Is that
it's
the
'cause
northeast one?
it's not being attached to anything. That seems correct then. Never mind. Give me 20 of those. Give me 20 of those.
Ah, the sulfuric acid train has arrived again. Where are you going this time? Other H2SO4 Dropperoni. Great.
Pepperoni?
Dropperoni. think that's lead. No, it can't be lead.
Pepperoni.
What's going on? What is going on down here? It's
What's
copper.
that that's going on out there then?
It's been turned into copper, strangely.
It's a backup. You're the wrong type of thing.
I don't know what this is supposed to be producing. Let's look down here. Oh, chrome. Is that chromium? I think that's probably chromium. Looked like kind of like that. No, maybe it's nickel. Might be nickel. Yeah, chromium's shinier. It's
Nickel
nickel.
back.
Nickel down. Oh, yeah, I could kind of believe that's nickel. So, maybe.
Oh, no, that's right. This is enabled by A being less than 20. Is that you doing a Nickelback cover on your cheek?
Possibly. No, just me making random noises, if I'm being honest.
Okay, that's that. That's that.
I think this needs upgrading to a blue belt.
That roof is...
Since
You've
I've
got
made
17 dudes in you.
Bloop.
What? Oh, wow.
Oh.
It's actually connected.
Let's not do that bit.
Nice. I just need a pump then. And a couple of chests.
What's that station that's going in above where you were before?
More wood,
Okay.
Who are you?
because we're
Oh, you're going to try and
Very
squeeze an
short on it.
arboretum all the way up next to the
yeah.
next to the
We're not going to put anything else in there, and
yeah.
this can
Help with the
get rid of
pollution.
some more pollution as
Yeah.
well.
Yep, makes sense. It's all a bit gross around over there. So, and we seem to be getting attacked quite a lot. I mean, the correct
Yeah.
thing to do would be to go out there and do some combat and push a wall out to about here. But yeah, that requires a bit of combat. Although it's not like I've got anything else to do at the moment while I'm waiting for this sulfuric acid to actually be produced in sufficiently large quantities that it trickles through to everywhere where I've been demanding it. The plastic glass isn't being produced either. Why is plastic? Oh, that's sulfuric acid as well.
It's so tempting to run a couple of lines of arboretums up the middle of the railway.
I guess you could.
I shouldn't, but I could.
We do actually have enough rubber now, which is quite nice. The rubber is completely backed up.
Oh, so that's this giant arboretum that I've just fixed.
Well, I don't know, because we'll probably start using more rubber once things start actually running. Once the acid production catches up. At least that's my hope. How much have we got now in the station? Because trains keep coming in and taking it away, and it keeps going to the wrong places. And by wrong places, I mean places where I didn't actually need it right quite then.
Right, I've upgraded the outpost blueprint.
We haven't
an
got
outpost.
gold arriving yet.
That one doesn't need ammo because it's coming in from the one way to the left.
I'm kind of tempted.
The one you're standing by, Al.
What?
That
Oh, I know.
outpost doesn't need
Well,
ammo.
I was thinking that at some point we would probably be chopping that over, and that's also why it's on a train limit of 0 anyway. And it's been a very helpful test bed for my outpost
Fair
design.
enough.
I've forgotten where the gold's being done again.
I was considering removing this very weird belt. Then I realised how hard it is to turn all these belts around. So I thought
You end up with a belt going all the way up to the top just so it can run down instead of.
Oh right, so it's a 45-degree one, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to turn all that lot around.
Yeah,
Otherwise
they
I
are a
would.
pain. That's the biggest problem with those.
But it being on a 0 anyway, 0 trains anyway, I figure I'll just leave it as it is for now. Get back in.
Nope, I still can't find the gold refinery.
But I still can't find the gold refinery.
Oh, here we go, gold smeltery. Found it at last.
Instead of going here, why don't you go
Is it still
here?
waiting for acid? Yes, it's still waiting for acid.
Acid reflux.
Ooh, there's an acid train in, and it's going to gold smeltery. Hurrah! That'll fix one of the problems I've been waiting for. I feel like the acid is being produced reasonably quickly now. The trains are coming in quite frequently, which makes me think we might be nearly there. To the point where the acid production might be sufficient. It's just trying to fill up all of the buffers that have emptied in them all the time we've been waiting. So we just need it to bring all of that. Once it's run for a little bit longer, we'll then hopefully be okay. I mean, I might be being massively over optimistic here, but might be the
Always
case.
a risk.
Oh, we do seem to have enough sulfurous gas now, though.
We've managed to produce 40k by the time it took the train to get over there.
Right. Okay.
40k additional sulfuric acid.
Yeah, we now have sulfurous gases up to 24,000 in the tank, so we have got enough sulfurous gas being made.
Okay.
So we could potentially extend the sulfuric acid production if we wanted more.
Currently, that is very deliberately not being vented because I didn't want spikes of it to...
Yeah. I'll extend the sulfuric acid production a bit because I want to.
I'm going to chuck a few sulfurous gas tanks in.
Okay.
I'm undecided as to where's sensible. Probably above the other one.
Right, and now I need to link these pipes up somehow. That's going to be the hard part.
Okay, I'm going to just go around and fix this. Oh, I need some pumps. Thank you for reminding me, brain. Do I really need these? No. Don't need burner inserters either, that's Mike's problem. Give me some long handies though.
How handies?
Oh.
Kind of works.
I keep seeing things out of the corner of my eye, but it's the chat messages in the log, the terminal log.
That one, and then that there, and then water also. Like that. No, like
I
that.
misclicked on something else's. No. Why is that train just stop? Oh, it's a Laurence issue.
How rude.
You just abandoned your train
Oh, did I?
in the way.
Did I? I don't remember doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could believe I had, but I just don't remember.
It turned out it was blocking my train ages ago.
Oh,
And I hadn't actually realised.
Oops.
Well, I wasn't using it. It was blocking where I basically
Oh, so
where
it couldn't
I
return.
bailed
It
out
couldn't
of it.
return back to where it went, where it came from.
Yeah.
Put that thing back where it came from also helped me. Right, that's probably going to add. I was going to say it's going to add another 50% onto our sulfuric acid production, but actually it's going to be a bit more than that because it's going to be quite a lot more than that because it doesn't have any of the productivity modules on it that are knocking off 30% of the speed.
We need
Yeah, 30% of the
to
speed.
make some more of them then.
Yes, but also for now it's probably quite a good thing because it means yes we use a bit more oil up, but we'll get a bit more acid through. So. So it's 130k already, actually. So the acid.
The
is
oil
filling up.
refineries are at full productivity.
No. Oh, yes, so they are. Did you come in and do that?
I set a bunch pocket grafting and set my logistics to auto trash them.
Yeah, fair enough.
And so, as if by
So
magic,
yes.
there's stuff there.
Cool.
You can't run through pipes in this.
No, or fly over them. 143, 144. Yes, it's filling up quite quickly. 145, 146, 7, 8.
Right. Said Fred.
50. That means summon a train. Go. Yes, there we go. Let's find out where this train is going. So we should now. Can I find gold a bit more quickly this time? We should have gold coming out. Yes, we do. Well, we have gold. This funny ore stuff, anyway.
Do have a storage chest, you bastard.
And
What the
ingots
fuck?
coming out as well.
Stop that. You are a provider chest.
34,000. And I think we need about 50,000 for it to actually train.
Son of a bitch.
But it is working, which is the important thing there.
Well, look. When I give the bots the stuff they need, they do the job. Right, delete all this crap.
This, of course, is where we block the gold with the tellurium. So we, as in, completely fill up the tellurium station and just have all this gold.
Yeah.
We're going, what do we do with now? But I think that just means we then need to put in another smeltery for each of the things. One that works off water, one that works off acid, and then set the priorities on them appropriately so that the so things just work. TM.
Yeah. So we're now effectively prioritizing the sulfurous gas that comes from the oil refineries,
Okay.
but also have a bunch of storage for the other sulfurous gas.
Okay.
Where the fuck are you going with that?
Because this way it's
That's frustrating.
Yeah, it allows
plausible
all the
to-
other production to keep running. Yes. Okay.
yeah, I can throw the venting back on, and it'll be sensible.
Yeah.
I won't do that yet.
No, and we
can
are
be
still.
done.
Where's this train going? This train is going to back to lead again. So the lead sulfuric acid is still drawing, is demanding again, and has it even made it up to the this one yet?
If it's
Oh, it
been
has.
led twice,
Yes,
it should have done.
Yes, it has done.
Because I believe LTN cycles around them.
I believe so too. Yeah, so we do seem to have the acid in here now. So it's what we're waiting for still. This one, which is carbon, gold, and plastic glass. Where's plastic glass?
Oh, the belts going to this power station look kind of neat. They've got a mixture now of petroleum coke and charcoal.
Oh yes.
Random mix. Goes to
I can't see shit through all that steam and smoke.
yeah.
So plastic glass station has not received a load of acid though. What's wrong with this?
Are you sure it hasn't and just used it all already?
It's possible.
That should be car.
Yeah, so it looks like it's set up properly. It has had acid in the past because all the pipes and things are labelled. As in the sort of, there's a tiny fraction.
I don't remember how much I said it had before. It's got 42k now.
Okay, yeah.
That might have been how much I said it had before.
Yeah, I can't remember. I've definitely looked at this before and gone, where's my plastic glass? Why is this taking so long?
That won't have. It's not. It's never going to get any more because you've told it to only request if it's absolutely empty, and it's not absolutely empty.
Right.
That should be a 200 minus 200k, not minus
Don't you
150k.
connect to the frickin'.
Right. I shall go over and hit it with the spanner.
Yourself.
Train. Oh, there's my train.
Okay. Is everything set up?
Yeah. Sat nav would help with this. Not sat nav. Yeah, it is sat nav. It's just. Well, it's nav sat.
Yes. Navsat.
Right, so if we go away, we park there. Will that be naughty? Just go away.
Probably.
I'll bring you back when I want you. Send me the ammo train.
Here's my train.
It's on its way.
Get
Oh,
the
it's
train.
not. Stop.
Right, so let's head up there, hit it with the magic spanner, and see how we go from there.
Wait, where are you going?
I'm
down
going
there,
up to
please.
plastic glass.
Shit, little bastard.
Plastic glass.
Oh, Pete, you should go over towards plastic glass.
Bleep bloop.
Stop destroying things, Al.
I think it's the fire.
Stop firing things, Al. Actually, you stay here for a minute. That should be a minus 200. Get back in here because that should.
Saucy backer.
Right. So my next question is, why is there no carbon coming? Because I thought somebody
Lack of
told me
charcoal.
we were making that. Yeah, it might be a lack of charcoal.
Where are you going?
I think
But I'm going to try and find the carbon
Mike
station
went around the
first.
stations, the power stations, setting up the priorities to have them be high priority on getting stuff, so that we don't run out of power.
The fact that this ammo train picks up ammo every time it goes somewhere seems inefficient.
Yeah, but how else? Well, the better way to do it is to have multiple trains that ship the stuff from the
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
places
See, why don't we
produced.
do that? We
So
really
that
need.
needs setting up.
Now we need an ammo train, because the only thing that the ammo pickup doesn't have is ammo. It's a hysterical raisin now. I mean, it does. It's got a belt with ammo on it, but we're not really using it because the ammo has been produced elsewhere.
I'm not 100% sure we do have. Oh, carbon pickup. Here we go from the exotic steel area. Right. No, it's full. There
It's got
is.
rockets in it.
Oh, it's not connected to the station. That's why it's not working.
Aha.
So it's never had any then.
No, apparently not.
What's Sharon?
Where doesn't have any? You just looped around to the same place again.
Yes. I must have set the same location twice on the train schedule. Tum-ty-tum, a debugging I will go.
Please visit my ammo station now.
What, does that need debugging as well?
No, it needs ammo.
Do I have any red wires left? There's one.
It's going to the same damn one.
That
There must be something there that's
there.
demanding it. Let's go and find out.
Where's it constantly going?
pink?
To the south
Yellow.
one.
Go yellow.
Southwest.
Yellow.
Go
That's
over
right.
there, see what it's
Okay.
doing. This one.
I don't know where to park myself while I wait for this to run.
Yeah,
I
you need to
Probably
ping.
missed
I need to be able to tell.
this one. Oh, I can't do it from the train view. This one. Oh, maybe it's going because it's repairing stuff. There
So
has
it
been
was
an-
unloading ammo. Then
Why did it leave then?
that is a station that is using the old
Right.
ammo. By the way.
Carbon. Nice.
That makes sense, but why is it doing that? Just go here. Thank you. My neck is hurting.
Blimey, the racks of six yellow inserters is not enough to empty a single yellow belt. Some upgrading might be required along here. That
Yeah, yellow inserted a bit slow.
and that. And actually here it doesn't matter so much because it's not being produced at that sort of speed, but still.
He's doing something over here. What are you doing over here? It's just sitting there for 60 seconds and not doing anything. Does that mean you should now be switched off? No, you're still in that colour, which means you're on. Why are you on?
There it goes. Where is it? Is it going to where I wanted to? Carbon for blue circuits, excellent. So,
Anything less than 0.
other than gold, I think that's. I'm hoping that's now everything sorted out. I guess we'll need
Oh
to.
look, they're not hooked up.
Need to see.
It's a train's problem, so it's Tristan's fault. Even though I did it. Where's my red wire though? There you are. Yeah, that's not connected to that.
I know plastic glass is still a problem, because although hopefully that's a fixed problem now to sort out
Right
the
now.
acid for that. Gold
Negative
is
800 walls. Yeah,
still
not
a
gonna
problem
get
because it's not been
anything.
produced quickly enough. But everything else we have. And gold is needed in at least 2 places now. Gold has stopped. Has it run out of acid already? Yes, I think so. Yes, it's run out of acid already. Jeez. This
Now
acid
this should be
shortage
off.
is a
It's off.
major
Woohoo!
problem. How's the plastic glass doing? Not is the answer.
Okay. Where are trains made?
On the bus somewhere.
Let's have a look, shall we? Probably near this bit, right?
I feel like we're churning out acid pretty quickly now,
There's trainy stuff here.
but
There's
it's still.
locomotives where I just pinged.
Yay, let's go there.
They are on the logistics network.
I'll just go into the logistics network then. I'm using my little parking space, which in fact is right next to where you pinged, so that's nice.
I think I might put in some more sulfuric acid machines because, despite what I was saying about maybe it's enough once it sort of catches up, I'm not convinced it is.
Oh, crunch.
So put that across there like that. Oh, that's why it's not working. It's not, or rather, it's not working, and that's a reason why. Damn it! I didn't realise there was an extra thing required for the acid.
No, come back. The fuck? I told you to be here and wait until there's no passenger. I definitely press and, so fuck you. Right, stay frickin' put, piece of shit. Now.
Yeah, I've noticed they need this input of whatever this powder is in order to make sulfuric acid apparently, and that is not happening at the moment. So yeah,
Well,
once
yeah,
this
you need to
landfill
just
gets
do it.
dropped in, then I can put some belts in to do that, and then maybe I won't actually need all of this in the end anyway. But we'll see how it goes. In fact, let's. Oh no, the bot's probably all on the way over by now. Or maybe not. Maybe we are that short of landfill. Let's get rid of this bit just in case we are short of landfill.
We have been pretty short of landfill in general.
Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, so we're missing 28.
So
Yeah,
yes.
now we have enough landfill.
Yeah, I cancelled a load that I was trying to build, and so it should be that makes sense. The sigh.
They even cancelled the or delayed the forestry over to the west on the western front.
Yeah, and it was a great idea. It's just that landfill seems to be really expensive. Everything's really expensive in this mod
I
pack.
think the landfill is more just really slow.
Yeah, that is just stuff that comes from stone. So we could make a massive landfill production facility, but it's probably not worth it. I don't know.
Part of it, there's a machine that's being fed by a yellow inserter, so that'll be a green inserter in a bit.
Oh, okay.
It's off the end of the concrete production, so concrete will take priority.
It's probably for the best. I think concrete is the thing we actually need for stuff, whereas landfill is the thing that we don't need the throughput of landfill, I think is what I'm trying to say.
So you are going to go from here.
One more. One more. Come on. Fill that gap. I suppose I could use an underground belt, but that feels a bit silly when I've requested landfill for the area.
And then,
Oh, that wasn't a bot coming in, I saw.
does the ammo train refuel itself at the ammo pickup?
That
Yeah, it
belt's...
does, doesn't it?
Yes.
Maybe it's not moving 100%.
At least it does now. It wasn't originally, and that was a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem here as well. Because there's no coal in the villages.
Why do you need...
Well, I thought I'd divide it into a train that actually gets ammo and goes to the outposts.
Oh, right.
But there's nowhere for it to go to get refueled.
You request so you're requesting charcoal. The ammo train carries charcoal, so you wherever you're supplying the ammo train has to have charcoal.
Well, this is just for ammo.
No,
There's a
the
lot of friendly
what?
fire going on down there, I think. Oh, maybe that was
The
maybe
current
that was
ammo
Spectres,
train
actually.
contains everything. It's going all around the place, so I figured add more trains. Take actual ammunition out of the ammo train, call it a different type of train.
And how do you tell that to only go out when it's needed, compared to when you need other stuff?
Yeah, how do you tell it to go to the... Well, it's still going to go to the same place. It's probably just going to keep
12
going.
rubies. Awesome.
Can we do this with LT?
There's
Probably.
yes, but it's way overkill.
Well, we can't have the ammo train
So
go into
what I
every single stop on the thingy when it doesn't need to go to any of them.
so what I thought you were suggesting was, you have multiple trains going to an ammo depot or an outpost supplies depot, and dropping off the various different things that the ammo train needs,
Ah, that could work.
and
Oh, and
then
then make the ammo train just do that one thing. That would work.
yeah, the ammo train just goes to that one pickup place, and you have miscellaneous other ones that are dropping stuff off.
I quite like that idea because there's plenty of room over here. Look, I was trying to click on the thing.
There we
All
go,
right, let me
double
pick this up
throughput
again.
of that.
Let's do that. Why have you make? Oh, that's the even newer one. I thought that was the old type of thingy. I was getting upset.
As I said, it seems to be making its way all the way along here, so maybe that is enough. Oh, we've run
What's
out of
this
something
for?
else. What have you run out of?
Please park here.
I've used up all of the sulphurous gas already. Jeez, that went down quickly. You didn't vent any of it, did you?
No,
Okay,
I
I
very
just
specifically didn't.
just used it all up then.
What
Crikey.
did you do?
Made a load of sulfuric acid, I believe. Oh
Oh,
no,
sorry,
it's,
don't
it's
do it
because it's
again.
because the petroleum coke has stopped running again.
Ah, right, yeah.
So it's not being produced. The sulfurous gas isn't being produced in sufficient quantities
Okay.
anymore. So we
Oh,
can send some more of that to a
and-
power station now if we want.
yeah.
We seem to have enough power actually. That makes a nice change.
Yeah, because I think one of the last things Mike did was set it up so that they request with
You
priority.
make it
Rip.
sound like he's dead.
May he rest in peace.
Rubies, 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 rubies.
But you can't get from there to there. Can we just do that?
Fluids. There
Ah! It's just trying to pick a rail up and a train flew by.
Did it take your fingers off? Oh, I just lagged round a corner. That's a new one.
Well, that's new because we haven't had any lag for ages.
Yeah, I think that's possibly why I noticed it. Right, down here somewhere is a thing that needs rubies. Is it you?
Tristan,
Yes,
can
it's
you tell me if I've broken this junction?
You've broken this junction.
Oh, balls! It didn't need. It wasn't that it was
I don't
short
think
of
I have.
rubies. It was short. It was short of the gold.
I
The
think it's
red
okay.
circuits that needed the gold. Fine. I'm just gonna do this manually.
It just has one large section.
So
behind.
the issue was you put a rail signal in the middle. So I've marked that to be changed to a chain signal. But
This
you don't
one?
because they're bots.
I do.
Yeah.
They're just not on.
Okay. And I add it and up and right a bit, please.
Yeah, I was wondering about that one myself.
There's some gold.
Because all I did was add this corner in, which I'm standing on. Just because of the amount of time I'm travelling south.
From what? So,
This.
I don't see why any of those would go off down that way, but
Because I was here before, where I'm about to get run over from, and I wanted to go down here, and I end up going all the way up there.
a
Okay, I
long
didn't
way.
need to make
Yeah.
a gold foil.
No auto trains are going to go down there, I think. I was going
No.
from outpost to outpost, so it was very pesky. Right.
Bloop.
Beep. Are we going to get rubies out of this ore patch that you taught me about rubies on? Probably.
Al, can you go over there and actually fit that pump, please?
Do you mean the one you're
Because
standing next to? Yeah, it could be useful.
Oh yeah.
that station is just going to repeatedly request a train, and that's partly why you've probably been complaining that
Oh, don't take that.
they're not getting them. They're not going to other outposts.
I can drive now.
Citation needed.
Oh dear.
Although I don't have the horrible lag that means that I keep crashing into things because
It's
every
funny
time
how
I turn
moving,
my
moving
car-
the server off the computer you're gaming on has improved the lag.
One
It's
crash
funny how
through the tree, so it's not too bad.
I don't mind crashing into trees. In fact, sometimes I do it on purpose.
It is a way to
Okay.
get rid of them, it's true.
Oh, hang on. Why is there's no flame turrets here?
Yeah, well, I expect that there will be at some point.
Is it a
Okay.
somewhat out of date outpost?
I've been going around pasting outposts on everything and keep getting distracted by things that I need to do before that's useful, and therefore
Yeah, hit the rail signal there.
you can't hit a rail signal.
Can you not?
No, look.
2 lasers, right.
Oh,
There you go. You
tried
hit
to-
something.
And that
tried to
needs
hit a rail signal and ended up in a hole.
1. 2.
I can't hit it anyway, even if I tried. So. Screech. Yoink. Right. Let's make a going this way thing.
Are you setting up a mine for those rubies?
No, but this will be helpful for that.
Oh, okay. What? I'm not sure what you're doing then.
This is going to be a spur for the ammo, quote-unquote, depot.
Okay.
Please build it. Thank you.
Ooh, 9.
In invalid rail signal position. Piece
And
of
that's
crap.
the last ruby. And therefore this is going to be the last laser assembly building. But that's okay, I've got quite a lot of them now. And I still probably haven't got any gold to do the next stage with, so to put into them to actually make into things, so it's not really a problem. And if we had an infinite supply of rubies, then we could go around and upgrade all of the assembly machines everywhere to laser ones, but I think that's a bit optimistic at this stage.
Highly. I think I can just get away with stackers here. Even though it's not technically going to be... What the fuck did I just do? Did I put that there?
Been wanting that for
okay.
years.
I accidentally thought I did a thing, even though there was already a thing
Oh,
there,
we-
so it confused me.
Still
Right,
not
open
making
this.
plastiglass, and I don't know whether that's because I've screwed up the station in some way, or whether it's because there's just that little acid.
Oh, I should have made this a slightly bit longer. A slightly bit. Good job. England speak.
Yeah, because we've got the
Good
acid
speak,
here.
England, man.
Carbon has arrived, the gold has not, the plastiglass has not. So it's all these damn things that are reliant on acid in one way or another. Just
Everything.
yeah, basically.
Acid should be being requested now. There.
The
It looks
plastiglass is that.
sensible. Yeah,
Right.
but obviously it doesn't have any at the moment.
And there's tiny, and the gold supply is the other problem as well, and there's a 50-50 chance when it does happen that it's going to get taken to the bus anyway. So, so yeah, we basically need 2 train loads of gold to come out of this station, and that requires countless trains of acid to go into it. Apparently, I mean, it must be going. The gold must be going somewhere, but I'm not seeing any of it coming out anywhere where I'm waiting for it.
What? Oh. It's kind of annoying that curved rail is not rail.
I think back in the bad old days, you actually had to make curved rail and rail separately, or you had to make curved rail out of rails or something like that. It was before I played, but I believe it was actually harder to make rails back in those days.
I wouldn't be surprised. I don't actually remember though.
Might have even been before your time.
Might have been.
Gosh. We are. No, we're not actually producing a blue belt of. Oh, we're out of light oil as well. Are we out of? We just used up everything. There's loads of light oil down here. Oh, it's at 20k, so that makes me think it's not being pumped out into the. Get rid of this oil place.
Yeah, because we want enough to
Yeah.
make sure we fill up the fuel for the
Yeah.
boss names.
Yeah, that's okay. So that means we need more, even more refineries. And they all.
Possibly should drop that to 15k because it's not actually. Although, no, I suppose we don't. I was thinking it's not reaching the end, but that will make it reach the end for a bit, but then it will stop again because it's production rate.
Yeah. Yes, because all of the refineries are running, so we are producing stuff as fast as we're using it. I could put in another row of them.
So one thing to bear in mind is
Oh,
it's
crude oil is
running
running
because
low.
we're using all the petroleum coke.
Yes.
If that should be sort of backed up long term, and it should be
It's sending
able to
it's sending
cope.
acid to the plastiglass place now. It says LDS, but I know that's plastiglass as well.
I was contemplating sending a train to pick up petroleum coke and bring it somewhere new, but currently don't need it.
Yeah, and there's only 51,000 petroleum coke in the
Yeah,
in the thing. So whilst
that's nearly full actually.
Oh, is it? Oh, it doesn't stack very much. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
28, 29 out of 30.
Oh yeah, so it is.
Actually, let's go through and upgrade all those chests just so we've got some more storage space.
It's a good idea. Right, so that'll allow us to start. Oh, it's got up there already. That's impressive. I'm always often surprised by how fast trains move, and sometimes surprised by how slowly they move. Because this one had got up there quickly enough that I was worried that it had messed up and that we had two trains trying to get there. But there's no way we're making acid quickly enough for that to happen. So
We've upgraded braking force, so they will stay at full speed for a little bit longer.
it's true. Oh, plastic glass goes into low density structures as well as into the low density structures pickup station. But we probably need low density structures for something, otherwise I wouldn't have set it building them. It's probably blue. It's probably yellow science that needs all of this, which is why I've got them building all of these sort of in parallel.
The file train has spaces for large steel pylons, but it hasn't got any large steel pylons in it.
Yeah, presumably because I thought, hey, we'll probably want these in there, and
Yeah, eventually once we have what do you call it, logistic debris. What am I trying to say? Logistics chests. We'll be able to get them over there a bit more easily, but for now we couldn't be bothered.
This train is just called burning. The station is just burning.
Is it burning things?
No.
Oh.
It's just sitting there not doing anything. Right, so give me.
wish you could zoom in when you're creating a blueprint.
Surely I have pumps in here. Pumps in here. Pumps in here. I thought I put.
Circumstance.
I was fairly sure I requested pumps. Search. Pump.
Why is the rubber on here?
Because of how things happen.
That seems... I mean, it hasn't caused a problem yet, but it's extremely bad and might soon. I think I better go and fix that. It's not very far away. I'll go on foot.
I guess I will go and get...
Trump. No trains coming across the track. Across the track again. Oh wait, this isn't where I thought it was. Oh, it'll do actually. Yeah. So, do you require? Oh, you do require rubber, so that's why it's on there at all. But way over here we don't. So at about somewhere around here, let's choose here as a suitable place. We should output only those carbon steel rods, because this is just going to end in tears when the carbon steel has a problem. And I don't like it when things end in tears. Unless they're cakes. Cakes can be in tears, that's alright.
What if they're happy tears?
Unsure.
Tears of joy.
How does Joy feel about you making her cry?
I mean, it would be
No, I mean,
pretty rude of her to feel anything other than joy, wouldn't it?
I don't know. You might get in trouble for feeling joy. She might not want you
Well,
to.
hey. Who, Mrs. Pump. Sure, I'll have a stack of pumps because why the hell not?
45,000. So it's gone from 42,000 to 45,000 from that that train of acid that went in. Which actually, no, to lie. The most of that is still left. So it's just churning through the system. That's taking a while.
Let's go back again.
So that's probably okay. How is gold looking? Because that's been my bane recently.
Boone.
McBain.
You merely adopted the gold.
That's stopped because it doesn't have any acid. Okay. I wish there was a way to show sort of demand levels, like how many stations were demanding something that they couldn't get. So I go, aha, there are 4 stations that need acid. An acid
Something
train
like
has...
the train overview window, but for
the fuck are
LPN.
we going?
Yeah, pretty much.
That's very inefficient. I don't like that journey. Right. Pump. I've got 21 construction robots again I didn't order.
Okay, a lube train's just turned up. We're producing lube nice and apparently reasonably quickly. I was going to say we're producing lube reasonably quickly. I'm not sure that's necessarily true because a train came when the tanks and has emptied the tanks into it, so it's clearly turned up when they finally ticked over to having the amount it needed. So I think that means we don't actually have enough lube production.
Right. I suppose I should bring some power over here. Try not to make anybody cry with my overuse of...
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a mod for that. I am not aware of a mod for that, but there's a fairly good chance one exists because this is Factorio after all. Right, where are you going? Gold smeltery, thank goodness for that.
I hope they're all in a line.
Mark says there might be a mod called LTN Manager that may do the sort of the telling us about all of the trains that we don't know about thing that we're wondering about. Yes, those words.
A mod for a mod.
Yeah. It's very Factorio. Why is one? Don't care. Come on,
Diddly?
be full. Just 137. No, that one. That's weird. Apparently, acid more easily goes that way than it does that way. So, oh, that makes sense actually, because as it comes along the pipe here, it gets slurped up by that one before it gets to the end of the pipe and gets slurped up by that one, as you can see by the way these pumps are going. So that means this is silly, basically. It means all the acid ends up at this end of the station. As you can see, this one's got 14k in it. This has got none and still hasn't managed to fill this wagon up.
Why can't I replace an inserter with a different type of inserter?
Kind of makes me want to come in and fix that, but I'm blooming miles away, and therefore I don't want to.
And also, it's difficult to fix.
Well, I was thinking if you put a T-shape in, so it was symmetrical, or more or less symmetrical,
Potentially.
then that might be better. But it
Here's all
seems a
the-
little silly that there's 15,000 at one end, and we're waiting for that to just dribble all the way back up along the pumps again. I can't turn that off. Ooh, what if I do this? Yeah, there we go. Then it stopped. Oh, then they get stolen away immediately. Okay, I was hoping the bot wouldn't be quite so quick.
Turret. Turret.
Angry turret.
If you just tell it to put it back now, then
Yeah.
it'll. Well, that's a lot of stream lag. You've just removed it now.
Oh. That's why it says I've only got 3 concurrent viewers when there's like 3 people talking and probably you two watching as well. Damn it, YouTube. Shake fist, shake fist.
There
It
you go.
says
You
like
can play at 1.5 times speed for a while.
it says 50 playbacks, so there's 50 people have tried to watch it at one point or another, but who knows what that actually means, because YouTube. Right,
Does the
so now we
ammo
can start.
train, as it's called, have all its slots set up? I can just indiscriminately dump stuff in it, can't I?
Is it called the ammo train because it's the train of love? Or the train that I
Yeah,
love,
it's
perhaps?
got. Yeah, you can just drop stuff in and it'll.
So I'm going to bring it to
Magically-
me. We actually have 2 trains anyway. I didn't even.
My problem with playing yours back faster is that then once it's live, after a bit
Oh yeah,
there will be
it's gone to 4
it'll
concurrent
struggle.
viewers now.
and it'll start buffering, and then I won't be live anymore.
Yeah. YouTube is a somewhat. I might have to agree with some of Al's negativity about YouTube. Sometimes it's a bit slightly glitchy platform, but I suppose it depends what you actually care about, or rather, actually more to the point, it depends what YouTube cares about. Because if I've got if it's watching how much the stream is being watched and using that to decide on how much to advertise it and push it at people, then it doesn't matter. But if it's using the number of concurrent viewers and deciding there's only 4 people watching it, therefore it's obviously not worth pushing, then that's a bit more of a problem and a bit more upsetting. So it's sort of the dreaded YouTube algorithm type problem, but a sort of slightly more unusual case of it.
Repair kits. We've got both types of
Oop,
ammo in
wrong
here
way.
still, or at least set up in here. But we're not picking
Yeah.
up white ammo anymore, are we?
I've turned off it, accepting it, but then we've got spare space in there. It doesn't actually matter.
Yeah, I was just making sure we're not supposed to have it. It's just still there. So I need
Yeah,
walls.
if
I
there's
need
any in
charcoal.
there, which obviously there isn't in that one, but if there's any in there, you can't remove it easily.
I need wall. I need charcoal.
Yeah, and what I normally do, at least in vanilla, is I'll just let turrets get... If turrets are using an old ammunition, I'll just let them get on with it until they use it all up, and then upgrade to the latest and greatest.
We've actually got 12 things in here. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh. Run
10.
away!
What else have you got that I have added?
Beep.
Oh, you need filter insert.
Stuck on stuff.
Were you in your train then, Laurence?
No. Did you do something
It
weird with my
nearly got me.
train?
Fast inserted.
It's probably the closest to being hit by a train I've come
I'm
in this thing.
very proud that it was mine. Okay, let's do this again, but properly. And I might... No, I've got power.
1,
I-
2, 3, 4.
Maybe I'm
5,
not quite-
6, 7, 8.
Can we normally outrun? No, we can't outrun the big green biters, can we?
Oh,
They're the ones that actually do
I
move
think
faster
so.
than us.
Right, go away. So, you'll be pleased to know that there are as many options, as many things set up to go into the train as
Yeah.
you can put in a train
Why is there...
without sending the train somewhere else.
Mhm.
So,
Who screwed this
fun
up?
time.
Why is there white ammo on both? Oh, gold. Right, okay.
Laurence screwed it up.
Laurence did not screw this one up.
Where are you?
I thought I'd play it some combat for a bit, but then I discovered that weird things have happened with this belt, and it's got everything on the wrong sides of it.
That was presumably Al adding that outpost and turning that round. Or was that not what
I
you were doing
wouldn't. I
recently?
wouldn't like to say,
This
to be
is
honest,
never.
but it has been. It has been.
Oh, I did turn. I thought I turned the other side round actually. That side's always been like that. Oh, I bet it's because yeah, okay, the supply showed up in a different place. I did try and make
Yeah.
sure they were in the right order, but apparently I failed.
Looks like
That's okay. What are you doing?
I'm
Now,
fixing
technically,
it.
it will
Turning it.
fix itself, but
It will. It will, but it won't. It would if both sides of the belt got used up at exactly the same rate, but that's not actually going to happen.
There's
So
a.
we'll.
What's this hole? Oh, you made that hole. Okay. If you've got an extra radar while you're there, because it doesn't extend.
Is that right?
yeah, now you've just got a small patch that's wrong and
Yeah.
a small patch that's just bullets.
Yeah.
You can always just replace it all into the chests.
Exactly.
You're very fast. Have you got a new layer of armor that I don't know about? Other things that come
I
in
don't
tiers
think
is armor.
I've got 3. Whatchamacallits, 3 exoskeletons.
Maybe it just looks faster when you're moving around a static map rather than. Oh yeah, on your stream you're moving slower than you are when I'm watching you running around, because the whole world is moving rather than just the little person in the middle of it.
On
Yes,
his stream, he's not moving.
When he moves on his stream, it looks the same speed as me running around on my computer.
yes,
But when
Mark. It
I
was
watch him
air
in the map,
purification system.
he's going really fast and
Yes,
it's kind of weird.
which, as the name suggests, cleans the air up around. Ooh, those biters have spotted me. I should probably just
So
deal with them actually.
Just deal with it, Laurence. Stop whinging.
I'm not whinging.
give me
I'm
a
providing
stack.
commentary for my stream.
Oh yeah, I've heard that's a thing. Boop. Go bots.
Oh, I'm using the wrong ammunition, but never mind. They're only splitters. Right, scattergun turrets. Scattergun ammo. Bink. And then it's traditional to put a row of wall across the front of that as well, isn't it? So,
Boop.
for purposes of biter discouragement.
Now we need. That doesn't seem like it's in the right place. Oh, it is because it's part of the station. Well done, Tristan, stopping me from failing by adding it to the blueprints.
Ah,
Help!
help! Ah,
No help.
I'm nearly dead.
Laurence died.
Oh no, I'm dead. I got caught in the in amongst the Ujimwatsits cliffs, and now the spitters are outranging my turrets, and they're all going to get destroyed. Damn it!
That was happening to me.
There you go.
Ah, look,
Did they win?
Some
in
of
the
them
end?
survived.
I just saw it happen on the stream. It's quite funny. Well done.
Hurrah for stream lag.
So what I could possibly do here, perhaps, is
Those signals are obviously not set up right because my train stopped when it shouldn't have done.
Yeah, I think there might. Is that where there's not actually space to add the signal in?
Probably.
Wait, what?
let's start off.
Oh, it's there. I blame Al.
I blame you because it's a
Yeah.
train thing.
What are we talking about? I haven't done anything.
He's been putting loop backs for various tracks without asking me. And
What are you talking about?
Ooh, I do feel slow now.
I only put one loop in the entire place. And I said, Tristan, have I broken this?
the answer was yes.
Yeah, and we fixed it before you found out that I'd done it.
Yeah, it's okay. We'll blame Mike then.
Yeah,
Seems reasonable.
it's not even it. Oh, you just need to be fastened, so that's all.
Oh, I don't have any ammunition for those turrets. No point in having them down there if I don't have any ammo for them.
No, let's make them filters because I'll screw it up.
No, don't do that. Get them
In fact, you know what? If I copy paste these, do I get to keep the filters? Yes, I do.
Yes. Because it's a copy. Makes it the same. That's what copy means.
Yeah, and then when you rely on that, it chooses not to.
Also possible. Do I not have any repair packs? Oh, I must have used them all up on repairing stuff.
Are they not in the station?
Yeah, they probably are. That one? No. Oh, they're on the other side. Okay. Yoink. Mine now.
So you're going to take that shooty. You're going to take that shooty.
Did
Maybe that's really rare.
LTN depot stations have a train limit of 1?
That
I
seems like a question
I
we
think
asked.
they implicitly do. I don't know if they explicitly do.
So it depends how. But I've not actually had 2 depots before in 2 different locations.
Oh, I see.
So
So you mean,
it,
is there a chance of a
if you've
train
got a,
just queuing up at the wrong place?
yeah, because if you've got a
Yeah.
chain signal going in, then into an entire split to all the stations, then it has to sort itself out. And as long as you've got at least as many stations as trains, it will be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, this is right. Done it
So-
wrong. Go away. Because we also want this to have
Yeah,
rocket
I think I'm going to
turrets.
set them as train limit of 1. It shouldn't matter.
Plunk.
I am putting rockets in the ammo train, but that's mostly so I can summon it. Are there rocket turrets?
There are not. Not that we have at the moment. I did see something that said something about torpedoes. It's a turret type in the research that said something about torpedoes. So
Rockets were going in to so that people could request the ammo train and resupply their rockets.
Yeah, I said that. But I wasn't sure if it was actually useful to take it to the outposts.
ow.
Okay,
It's interesting. I've not heard that, Mark. Sorry. That's an interesting concern. If it's so I am aware that my the channel essentially has 2 sides. There's the Factorio. Well, there's Factorio space exploration that does pretty well, for at least by my standards. And then there are the GTA and other ones that don't. Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know whether it's better to have the extra visibility from having those people from having people seeing the GTA videos when they come for the Factorio ones, or whether I'd be better off separating them out for the reasons you describe. I don't know. To an extent, I'm almost happy to kind of ignore the algorithm and just let the videos do as they will, and hope for the best. But I do also accept that's not the most sensible way to do that. I think it's time to move this output, this pillbox.
If you're just doing it for shits and giggles, rather than trying to play the game.
I am largely. I mean, but it's nice having the channel do well, even if it's not the main concern and objective. I don't know. It's a little bit of each. I mean, it'd be quite nice if my channel got to the point where it was actually literally a I could say I was literally a professional YouTuber, but I don't know whether that's likely to happen. So even if it alternates between sort of a couple of really popular ones and a couple of unpopular ones, then it still doesn't. Yeah. I don't know. As I say, I have very little insight as to how the system works.
I feel like I'm taking a lot of space and still cramming things in.
I should make a copy of this actually, so I can just splat it down immediately when I need another one somewhere else.
So that gets from there and there
Okay.
and there. We also need to get walls.
Oh.
The turrets.
We are very nearly at the point where a single rocket will take out a nest,
Yay!
Oh, nice.
but not
Keep
quite.
going. I assume the nests don't level up.
I don't
Not
believe
in
so.
this.
Not in certainly not in
Ah.
vanilla, and
Well,
I'm guessing not in modded either, but I can't be sure.
you must be scattered.
I did find there was in Angel Bob's there were some tougher nests.
I hope that's you.
Okay, yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, I seem to be a little bit hurt.
The
And
walls,
have lost
turrets,
some
and
turrets.
pylons.
We need space science to upgrade explosives any further.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think I suspect I'm probably I'm at the point where even the even the videos that do comparatively well are probably not doing well enough to count as a major channel. But yeah, and I don't think I've got quite the following to do a sort of go full Simon Whistler on this and have a bajillion channels for every single slightly different theme. Yeah, it's an interesting thought though. But also, I suspect if I did split it off like that, then I would get literally nobody watching the GTA videos because this is probably only the advertising from being next to the Factorio ones that gets people watching them. They get about 10% of the number of views that the space exploration ones get anyway. That's quite good, right? Yeah, I know. I suppose part of it is I want to be able to use I want to be able to sort of do the thing that Microsoft keep getting in trouble for, and use my popular channel to popular part of my channel to advertise the anything new I try and do. But then perhaps that's why they make it not really work like that. It could be deliberate to stop people doing that. About there, I guess. Exactly. Yes, you're the perfect example, Mark. You not only did you join because to watch the space exploration videos, but then not only did you start watching the Manhunt ones, you even joined in with them. So exactly, perfect example of leveling up.
Oh. I like how
It's popular.
how the snip tool doesn't snip trees.
Well, you can't paste them,
Oh,
so
so-
why would it? It wouldn't copy
Yeah.
them, so why would it cut them?
Oh, cut as opposed to, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. I'm just great.
I feel like there's probably more people who would be interested in GTA than there would be who are interested in Factorio, because it's a more mainstream game. However, that means on the flip side there are also probably a lot more people making GTA videos than there are making Factorio, especially space exploration ones. I reckoned at one point that I'm the only person doing a sort of a full-length stream on YouTube, or full-length playthrough on YouTube, perhaps I should say rather. So yeah, I've got on the space exploration side, I've got the niche that I can almost completely occupy all by myself. But then on the GTA side, there's a bigger potential audience out there. I just need to convince them to watch my videos rather than the other channel, as we refer to it. Do not name the other channel, especially not on my streams. Do not imply that we are blatantly ripping them off, because we're not anymore. We've got enough of our own ideas. But yeah, there's a lot more competition on the GTA side because it's a bigger, better known game with a lot more people playing it. So. But maybe that means it's got the potential to grow. It just hasn't done it yet.
I'm hoping I can get away with just doing this thing. I think they've all got two. Are we just assuming two engines on everything?
Yikes.
Yoik. And away.
Oh,
Thank you,
that's-
Daffy. with rocket salvos that don't quite kill off the stuff I'm trying to get. Oop. There
Oh,
we
that's the wrong
go.
way around. Hello.
Hello.
That's because the Southerners are too pansy to.
Yeah, so that's sort of what I meant, David. Is that yes, whilst we got the basic idea for the Manhunt and the GTA stuff from another channel, we've very much then gone in and tweaked it and made it our own version of it.
More and more and more over
More and more,
time.
yeah. As time passes, we come up with more and more ideas, essentially, because that's how ideas work, and so it gets more and more different from anything that anyone else has done, as far as I'm aware. And we've got several of us all throwing our ideas into the ring, so it changes over time. In fact,
Some of them meet the approval process.
yeah. And you've probably noticed if you've been watching them for long that that even in the time we've been doing them, they've changed enormously. We started off playing in GTA Online, with where it was technically it was as far as GTA was concerned, it was a race. We just had our radars turned off and weren't actually hurrying as such. And then we found better ways to tweak things and make it more balanced and more interesting, and you started using mods and things like that to make it to make everything work better for what we were trying to do, and as I say, make it more interesting and more our own thing. So yeah, it's been a sort of process that's evolved quite a lot over the years, and it's quite nice actually now that we can actually have the map up, and that makes it a bit easier for the few people out there who don't know the GTA city or like the back of their hand, because they can then have a map available to teach them where everything is. That hasn't worked quite as well as I hoped it would. In fact, that's worked extremely badly.
The joy of doing it in modded is that basically we can come up with whatever rule set we want, and it doesn't have to. In the
No,
early
don't
ones,
shoot that, you stupid thing. Ah,
we're trying to basically have to shoehorn it into what can we actually get to work in a race mode.
yes. The race mode was very restricted at the time. Let's just abandon this idea because I'm running out of everything.
Going back far enough, we weren't using race mode originally.
Oh,
we were just using
fail.
open world in the city.
That's very
but
true.
Then cops
Yes.
get involved.
Yeah, and then we thought we wanted to have something that was, yeah. With the Manhunt controller. Yes, that was just in free roam. The cops weren't the biggest problem with that. The problem was that controller was very single
Samey.
thing. Yeah,
It was just a chase, basically.
It was just a chase, and so it got it was fun for a while, but it got very samey. It was just you didn't have any real chance of escaping. It was just how long could you stay away from the hunters for, because there was someone with a map guiding them right to you. But then adding in, so then we thought how can we expand this? We could use the race mode, and then we could have some checkpoints, and that gives you the prey somewhere to go, and therefore allows them to be tracked down a bit. But then there was the problem that you couldn't really hide for very long, because the hunters would know what you looked like from seeing you in the introduction to the race bit, so you'd always be kind of obvious from that. And they'd always know exactly what you looked like, and it made it rather easy to find me. And it was a bit limited in what we could do as well. So yeah, but we're then able to expand out. There's my body. Expand out into the modded versions and start doing much more interesting stuff, like the circles and that sort of thing, as you see it these days. And yeah, it's much more interesting. That's an interesting idea, using even distribution to dump out the ammo. I imagine it probably would work. I think just swiping it round on all of the turrets like I've been doing works reasonably well.
Are you aware that you need to start before the first turret?
Yes.
Are we maybe about to run low on power?
Oh dear. We've probably got lots of... that's not what I wanted to click on. We've probably got lots and lots of the petroleum coke available.
Yeah, feeding that into some of the power plants is rather awkward.
There are no repair packs in this outpost station. It's requesting them. I guess the outpost train just hasn't got here yet with them. I blame you for that.
There's a slowness to it which
What's
I'm
that?
working on.
I kind of need repair packs because I keep getting stuff damaged.
I'd rather you didn't.
Maybe I'll just
Possibly
request
avoid it.
a large quantity of them here. Repair packs. Iron repair kit. Yeah, that's 100 of them. That'll do. Now, the next question. Where's the nearest logistics network point? Oh, not very far. It's just going to take a very, very long time for anything to get up here from there. I'll just stand by this one. So, what have I got? Right, so I've cleared out this area in the middle here. That's gone quite well. Only died twice. So just these ones down. Yeah, I just think if we want to bring the wall down from here, probably down here, because then we can get this tin patch just because it's there. Come down there like that, and then across here like that, I suppose. And that will take us, yeah, it'll take us outside the pollution. And there are various trees out there, but I suspect the main reason the pollution stops here is because all the biter nests that were in here were absorbing it. So I guess if I build this bit out here, then Tristan can fill this entire area in the middle here with arboretums, and then that'll catch all of the pollution.
We are obviously producing a lot of pollution down there from your upgrades to the oil area.
True. I'm not sure there's much point in doing.
That is very, very unhappy.
Oh yeah, Al.
What?
That area Tristan just pinged is a sad, sad outpost.
Yeah, probably.
Now, now that I've died a few times and picked up my corpse and stuff like that, let's find out if all the stuff I was waiting for has actually happened yet. No, there is still no gold here, but there is now plastiglass, so that's a start. But the gold is still struggling and dribbling and just not there. How much have we got here? 430. That's pathetic. That's obviously been picked up and taken somewhere, because there was more than that before. Has it gone here? No, it hasn't even gone here. Where else is gold going?
Well, the station's on, so I think it's just because the ammo train is now doing so much that it's just never getting there.
Yeah, why is it spamming another station that it shouldn't be?
I don't know, I'm fixing it by not doing that.
Yes.
Oh, it'll be the red circuit production, perhaps.
So here is just spamming it because it's requesting 800 stone.
I've done that in a few places, yeah.
So every nearer station is requesting loads of stone wall, but only restricting the amount it can hold.
Let's go around and check I've not broken all of those. I'm sure I've done that in a few places.
I feel like this station alone is using up more gold than our factory is producing. How full are these? 8 out of 30, so there's a lot to go through here before this grinds to a halt.
Bring me my train. He's back up.
I don't really know what to say apart from, should we just go in and put in another massive oil refinery somewhere? Because it's just not able to keep up, and now the petroleum coke is starting to back up again as well. We just can't. We're really struggling to produce enough acid. Maybe the answer is forget the acid. We need a water-based gold processing.
Oops.
We can't. The acid-based one isn't going to produce enough gold to keep the factory happy. It's just there to produce tellurium, and the gold is a byproduct.
Yeah.
We've got 48,000 tellurium.
Tell my train not to leave.
So yeah, I think we need another. I might leave this to next week because it's 10:15 and Mike isn't here. So right, there's two ways to produce gold, and tellurium. No, sorry, there's 3 ways to produce gold. You can just smelt the ore straight up and that'll make gold. You can alternatively, there's 4 ways to produce gold, and one of them is the Spanish Inquisition. So the first way is to take in the ore, smelt it straight up, that will produce gold. You can make it more efficient by crushing the gold ore first and then smelting that to produce gold, crushing the gold and then smelting it to produce the gold. That is a bit more efficient. You can also do a system where you wash the gold, you crush it, then you wash it in water, and that will produce lots of gold and a little bit of tellurium. Or you can crush it and then wash it in sulfuric acid, which produces a little bit of gold and a lot of tellurium. So the best way to do it, I reckon, given that water is free, is going to be to have this system twice, once doing it with water and once doing it with acid. And so you reckon on the acid one to produce the tellurium and you just take the gold away as a byproduct, and the other one to produce the gold and just take the tellurium away as a byproduct. Now the question is actually, which way if you're starting off with gold ore, you can get. The question is which one gets you more gold, the washing it with water or just smelting it straight up. So you get 1.5 crushed for okay, so for every 1 crushed you get 1.5 pure gold, or 1 ingot. So that 1.5 pure gold can be turned into 1 gold ingot. So okay, so you get 50% more from the washing. So the washing is worthwhile. So our best bet is to set up another plant just like this, but running off water instead of running off acid. We shall give Mike his marching orders next week when he's recovered.
What does it mean when a station is white?
That's accepting. It hasn't reached the train limit. Also, do you want to check your train limits, because the one I'm at was set at 0, which was rather unhelpful. It was also in the wrong place, which was also unhelpful.
The problem is I didn't set all these up, so I'm not entirely sure why some of them are at 0 and some of them not at 0.
There should be
none of them
at least one that is, I think, is in a special case that is as Tristan says, is automatically set to 1. 0. All of the rest of them should be being turned on and off and should therefore have a train limit of 1 or undefined.
They should have a train limit of 1, because otherwise you get both ammo trains going to the same place.
Oh, do we have 2 ammo trains now? Okay.
Yes.
TIL.
You're supposed to be this many.
Someone wasn't paying attention last week. For that, at least.
I was apparently busy and distracted.
Right. You saying you're running out of...
walls are on fire.
You have no repair packs.
We need to push for artillery, basically, I think.
Yeah.
And I think the only thing we need now is yellow. Obviously, we need yellow science, but I think the only thing we need for yellow science is the blue circuits. And I've made a village to make those. We just need the gold for it.
Okay.
I think. Let's have a look at yellow science. What does it need? Blue circuits, low density structures, and stainless steel beams. Yeah, we've got low density structures. We've got stainless steel. We've got a factory to make revolutionary circuits. It just doesn't have any gold for it. So, yeah.
You need rocket silo and uranium processing.
What, for artillery?
For artillery.
Oh, crikey. Okay.
Let's push the uranium processing up to the top, because that seems like the most...
Correct.
That seems like one that would be quite useful to have if we're getting all the others anyway.
I want to know about this photonic cannon, because it sounds kind of awesome.
Yeah. But...
Although it does say warning explosive damage, so I think that sounds like it's going to be a load of splash damage if we use that.
Yeah.
So there's three colours of station. What's the... is the third... is purple or blue or whatever when it's set to 0? So it's technically working.
Oh, do you mean on the lights on the station or the light on the floor next to it?
On the map.
I mean on the map.
Oh, on the map.
So blue means, or purple means limited by train limit.
Right, but not...
red means station is turned off. White means station is turned on, and has not reached its train limit, which may be infinite or maybe finite value.
Right, so okay.
I'm having a look at what we actually need to build the artillery stuff once we've got once we even have the that's not what I wanted,
Once
artillery.
we've evened.
Yes. So we need stainless steel frames, which is revolutionary computers. So we're going to need to make blue computers as well. Maybe I should start doing that in the blue circuits area.
Yeah, every single one of these has got 1,000 walls. I think we should have
Gyroscopes, which
100
aren't
walls.
too difficult. Stainless steel. Refined concrete, which is, again, not too bad. It's just stuff that we
Wall
already
prep.
have.
We've actually only recently researched that.
Right.
Because I was sort of going through researching miscellaneous stuff that we'd skipped over because we didn't care.
And now Al's making cupronickel. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing in here that's too challenging.
Do we
I
have
think
explosives anywhere on the network? It might be worth
not on the
setting up
network.
a shell production village.
Yeah, probably, because there's quite a lot of stuff that goes into that.
Ooh, a cargo wagon might actually fit more ammo than an artillery wagon now.
How many slot stacks are they? Because I suspect
Uh,
you're probably wrong, but you never know.
I thought wasn't it some like 40 or something in an artillery wagon? Oh,
No, it's 100.
50. Is it 100? Okay.
At least 100.
It
Might be more than 100, actually.
only it's, it's only slightly more then.
Might be 100 then. Oh, right, okay.
You're supposed to have a train limit of
It's
0. That is correct.
80 for the cargo wagons.
Right.
I
Crikey.
think the blueprint has 1,000 rather than 100 in the wall request.
Optical
Yeah.
memory plates. We've got plastiglass. We haven't got stainless steel. We have got tellurium. I reckon I might. So we've got the system in here, obviously, for making the blue circuits. I think I might just carry on off the top of that for the for making the blue computers. There's quite a lot of extra stuff required, but there is a railway going across here that I can use to. I can put some more stations from that on from there, and just carry on upwards.
Yeah.
I'll probably run
Let's
out
go
of space
across
because I'll hit that
those
wall, but
lines.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I might put some of the stations below it, below the lines, or I might move that entire line down a bit to be just on the top of the blue circuit production to save a bit of space and give me a bit more headroom above before I hit that diagonal wall. But yeah, I think possibly cramming in blue computers on top of blue circuits makes sense because there is a bit of overlap in the components. Specifically the blue circuits, obviously, and the tellurium foil, and I think there were one or two other things as well. So I can, yeah, get a bit of extra efficiency in like that.
I'm amused that on the map you can clearly see where you got to needing laser assemblers.
Yes.
Suddenly the lines are a lot shorter.
Now, to be fair, actually, no. It's because the long ones I copied from Al's red circuit production facility just out of laziness and just grabbed the whole thing and went, yeah, let's just have that again. So some of the ones up there, they're not all laser machines. The ones that only have a single machine are the laser ones.
Yeah.
That said, I do have a few more of those laser assembly machines now, so I could nip up there and put them in. But they're just not going to be able to do anything for a little while until the gold shows
Not
up.
worth it until we can actually do stuff with them.
Yeah. I am sort of tempted to sort of cheat a little bit and send a train in to take. Yeah, in fact, I'm going to steal 2 trains, and I'm going to have one doing taking acid from acid pickup to. That's acid pickup. Yes, that's acid pickup to gold. It's only going to do one load of it, but a load and unload, and then I'm going to have a train sitting in the gold smeltery gold pickup until it actually has stuff and can take it to the place.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with that.
Because I want to set up a priority, but I only want it to be sort of very temporarily set. And if I actually set a priority, then it'll just mess things up forever because I'll forget, never take it off again. Gold. full cargo, empty cargo. Right, that will make things a little prioritised. I suspect I'm going to need more than one train's worth of acid, to be honest. But yeah, I'll take what I can get for now.
I wish I could just delete
Which is
all
none.
of the wires in an area.
How's that power?
Because I cannot for the life of me see what the
Power
fuck
is
they're attached to.
okay. I kind of want to send another train of petroleum coke off to a power plant. I'm just trying to find.
You have to send it to the left-hand power plant.
Oh, is that the only one that will unload it?
Yeah,
Okay.
and it sort of it gets upset as well, and so it's not brilliant.
Maybe
Actually,
I shouldn't then.
send one to fuel for secondary depot. It can sit there trying to unload forever.
Have I screwed up the gold? Oh yeah, you're right. Crap. Oh no! I sent the train
What
to
have
the
you
wrong
done?
place.
What the fuck is happening here?
No. Where's tellurium for gold? I'll send it up there. Tellurium for. I don't think anything else is using tellurium, so it doesn't matter too much. But that is annoying. In fact, just go. In fact, let's just use the same train. When you're done there, stop moving. Go there until full. Thank you, Mark, for pointing that out to me. I'll try to be.
What the hell?
And then go to gold. Empty. So, tellurium pick. Yeah, probably because it's called gold smeltery tellurium pickup, not tellurium pickup brackets gold smeltery or something. So, people are not following my naming scheme, so I'm getting confused because yeah, that's dropping off in the right place anyway. So
Are you
gold,
seeing this shit?
No, I'm not. I'm seeing my own shit.
I'm certain that this chest is the only one with red wires attached to it. And yet, if I try and attach it from...
If you mouse over...
them, they glow.
Any
only thing
wires will glow.
on which...
Where are you, Al?
Down here.
Yeah, you're right. That second chest up is the only one they're attached to.
But if I attach...
Oh, and the power pole just below... Ooh,
it was all that power pole.
Yes.
That was lying to me so thoroughly. What a fucking mess. What is this shit? Get out of here.
We should get Al a swear jar.
We've got plenty of swears.
Could,
That's a few skiing holidays.
Yeah.
It's just so bad. Right. That's all you need. 4 of them. I hate vertical stations because I cannot see what.
Oh yes, you were telling me where you wanted me to stick the excess petroleum coke.
Fuel for secondary depot.
Is it? Oh, I see it.
Right-hand one in the secondary depot.
Go to oil cubes pickup until full.
It's going to sit there for ages trying to empty.
Fuel for secondary depot.
Why have you got minus 100?
Empty.
Did I not just literally click on every fucking thing on this?
I keep trying to
attach that. It's so frustrating seeing whether things are attached in this view.
I keep trying to middle click drag on the map mode because that's how you scroll around on the train map mode, and it isn't the same, and that's annoying. That's actually quite a major UI type fail given what Factorio is like.
So is this.
Oh.
According to this, that chest is attached to this combinator.
That's unbalanced.
Oh, now it's changed.
Oh, where am I?
Right, now we need to attach this to the actual station.
You can left click drag in both. It's just you can also middle or right click drag in the train one.
I was going to try and steal half Val's train, but I can't.
Right, so there's none of that. There's none of that.
Oh yeah.
There's not enough of that? Correct. Right, this is now correct. Freaking hell. Moving on.
Presumably, middle click drag is something something else I use. I'm used to it working. I think Inkscape is a middle click drag to scroll around.
Tristan, are you fixing that outpost that you're nearby?
Yes. So that's the stone is correct on this one now. Its current issue is that there's not enough flamethrower turrets.
Are the numbers
Yeah.
correct though that it's asking for? It's not asking for a stupid number of anything.
I think they were sensible.
I don't even need to be there
Uh,
to find out. I can just look on the map.
think the chests aren't actually wired into the.
Yes, I've been discovering this problem.
Here.
Anything that's vertical like this, there is always a problem with the chests being wired in. Because I can't see if they are or not. So I've ended up trying to remove all of the things and putting them back. But, very
There we go.
frustrating.
We're missing blue inserters and flamethrower turrets now. Apparently.
It looks like
Why are we requesting blue inserters?
you should always be requesting blue inserters.
There's no chest.
There
for
are
them.
not always a chest for them because I haven't finished going through them all yet.
Okay.
The combinators are correct. The chests are not necessarily.
I wonder how much we're going to get. 8, 9,
This looks
8
correct.
stacks. Great. I dumped in an entire train's worth of acid and I get 8 stacks of gold out on the other end. Jeez. Or is it even... Oh, maybe it hasn't even gone there yet. It hasn't even gone there yet because we haven't produced a full train's worth of acid.
That one looks
So
correct.
you dump in no acid.
I dump
and
in
you get
no
8
acid and I
stacks
still
of
got
gold
8
out.
stacks of gold. That's more... Okay, it's a bit more impressive when you look at it that way around. Dear.
These are all correct now, I think.
Come
So
on,
we can
acid
go to
faster.
bed.
No sulphurous gas.
Am I in a train? I'm in a train.
So we're making oil cubes flat out, and it's still not enough to keep the sulphurous gas at a decent level.
Right. I am
Oh, so that's there. It's fifth full.
driving back to what I was doing, and then I am going to go.
Go.
Leave. Be done.
Not sure
That's
that's
just
allowed.
go.
Yeah. Once you start playing Factorio, you have to play forever.
One more village. One more village.
Fuck me, these trains go the long way. Jesus Christ.
I'm bored of waiting. I'm going to send this train now
The
because I want to at least get some. I want to make a blue circuit today. That's all. That is my goal for the day. Is if I can make a blue circuit, then I can go to bed happy.
Are you aware that the petroleum coke station is almost full again? It's over 3/4 full.
Twitch despair. Yeah, we definitely need to be just using
Did
that
you-
as overflow for power generation because
Did you send a train there?
I think so.
Are you sure? Because there isn't one sitting at the secondary fuel drop-off.
I thought I did.
And I'm pretty sure it couldn't have emptied.
I thought I did. I thought I did.
There's no train going there.
Let's send another one. Quick, check the VOD. Maybe I sent it there and then forgot to set the full and empties on the thing. I mean, I've done it this time. Oil cube pickup till full, fuel for secondary depot till empty. Unless I got it the wrong way round, or
Yeah, but even
no.
if it stopped there, it would have collected some, and there would then now be a train rattling around with some petroleum coke in it.
Yeah. Well, it's
Or
pulled in now, and it's.
You sent a
Oh, I
fluid
sent a
train.
fluid train. That's probably what happened. I mean,
It should have sat there until
full.
it was full, and it would never be full.
Yeah, I don't think that could have been what I did last time because I didn't choose one from this station, this depot last time. I don't know. It's still possible.
I have wondered about having whether you should have fluid depots and solids depots.
This will do.
I'm not sure if it's actually worthwhile.
It would. About the only time it would be useful is for instances like that when you're just clicking wildly trying to find a train, and you generally shouldn't be trying to find a train with LTN to send it off manually. You should be just letting it work as it in its own little way. Oh, Mark says last time it looked correct, so maybe we have just churned through that much fuel, and it did fit in the station.
No, not if you sent it to there, because that is just fueling trains up.
Okay, so it won't have got through it, but it might have fitted in the chests. He says, looking to see. There's 25 stacks per chest, roughly. Shoop. Was there fuel in the station before?
Actually, okay, yeah, it's 25k. Yeah, okay, maybe it's.
Hmm.
I don't understand that then, because
I mean, Mark didn't see it set off and do everything properly. He just zipped back and
Right.
looked at me configuring the train, and he says it looked like I did it properly.
okay,
All done.
I'm confused as to how it had 25k in there, and yet somehow the iron chests are fitting enough.
Okay. Bye, stream. Bye,
Oh,
Lawrence
maybe
Who
and
knows?
stream.
the 6 of them. I'm used
Oh,
to having 4
Sounds
of
like
them.
Al is escaping. Bye, Al.
I'm leaving. I've
Don't
got
forget,
something
don't
to do
forget to
next
raid
time.
your stream over to mine. Or
There's no one here.
disconnect. Oh well.
Hopefully this will not crash while you're playing.
Yeah.
It's,
Well,
it's
make
not
sure.
even slightly warm. It's not even trying.
Good. I mean, Factorio is so well optimized it'll run on a
It's
potato.
got
So
all these mods attached.
Mark
Anyway,
says bye in case you're not watching my
I
chat.
see. Bye, Mark. Bye, everyone else. Bye, Discord.
Yeah.
Bye. Right. How much gold is actually coming through from that dump of acid? The acid actually is lasting a while. It wasn't quite a full train. Oh, it's basically all drained out of the station tanks now because there's pumps. And then there's some more tanks over here that have a couple of thousand each. It's funny how there's pumps to move it all the way along, and then the sort of the tanks that actually feed the washing plants don't have a pump on the output for them. It just feels like that's the one place where it'd be most useful. So this is quite pretty and colourful with the purple and yellow coming out of it. And the gentle humming noise of the washing machines. Too much zoom, too much zoom. We've now got up to 11 stacks in the cargo wagons. So we've had 3 stacks come through from that dump of acid, and we haven't actually used all of it up yet, but I think we have probably used most of it. 2, 4, 6, 8, it's 12. So it's about 12,000. There's a bit more than 12,000 to be fair, because there's little dribbles left in a load of these tanks. But yeah, I'd say we've got through most of the acid. I wonder how much these machines hold in them. Actually, the machines hold nearly 1,000 acid, or some of them have. I suspect they fill up to 1,000, and then use it gradually.
Right. I thought
So there's quite a lot
they
of acid
normally
in.
fill up not a huge amount.
Well, looking at them now, they have got the one in the top right has got 1,000. Well, gets up to 1,000 sometimes. It's now at 960, 970. And
How much does it use per process?
slowly. I don't know. Let's see if I can probably find out. Crush gold, gold washing. Oop, shot. 10 sulf. One ore, 10 acid produces a 25% chance of gold and a 50% chance of tellurium.
So they've got 100 processes that they've stocked up for.
Yes, that's quite a lot. Yes, that might make sense, switching a couple of the columns though. It's sort of going in and messing around with quite a lot of the piping in a fairly major way, and they're sort of Mike's babies, so I don't want to go in and do too much with them really. I think probably in the long run, I think copying and pasting all is going to be easier and probably better in the. It's going to be relatively. It's probably going to be easier because it's just work for the bots to do to build the whole damn thing up, and it's probably going to be better in the long run because it'll have a higher throughput and we'll probably need it all later. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. I'm just going to send the gold train now actually because I want to make those blue circuits, and I think there's enough in there to get things started anyway. There's like I can't read that because the train's moving too
The
quickly.
machine's warmed up.
7,500. Sorry?
Enough to get the machines warmed up.
Exactly. And I think there's like thousands in there. That's going to be enough to make some gold circuits. Some blue circuits with the gold. At least this
Yeah,
isn't
you are
like
supposed to use other materials as well.
At least this isn't like Angel Bob's where you then where there's another 5 different tiers of circuits to produce or something, whatever it is.
Yeah, that'll be interesting once I get to sort of stage. I don't remember. I didn't get hugely far in the C block one.
C
I
block
had
has a bit of
fairly
extra
big
frustration.
Yeah. But, so I've gone for Rail World.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, because you do need to have some biters for some of the. Well, I say you need to have some biters. You need some biters for if you want to sort of go for completionisms and just get all of the research and some of the more exotic stuff done, then you need biters. But if you just want to launch the rocket and stuff, then you don't actually need biters turned on at all. Oh, and some of the more advanced armors and weapons you need biters for.
But then you don't need the more advanced armors and weapons if you don't have biters.
Better armor means bigger inventory. But
So,
yes, you don't need
have
the
you
better
seen my
weapons.
playstyle?
True.
Oh, are you aware that there's gold wire or something going up to there and just stopping?
Yes, because I think I thought I might need it somewhere else and haven't yet. So I started building a mini bus, and got this far with it. And then we shall see how it goes.
I just sort of checked because I was looking to see how far stuff went. And...
Yeah, me too. I'm sort of staring at it as we speak.
Blue circuit.
Yay! We've made one. Right, I can go to bed now. 2, 3. Wow. Right, actually now I can run up there and put in some more of these damn laser assembly machines I've been carrying around with me the whole time, and get things flowing a bit quicker up there, and to try and get a feel for what sort of proportions I need them in. Okay, we've clearly backed up completely on the blue chips. So let's just go straight in with setting this up for a set of 3. Like that. And what? No, don't do that. Copy, paste. There we go.
Probably it's about 20 a minute.
Ooh.
It just doubled.
20 a minute.
Tripled from the original.
Sevy.
That's 4 times the original, I think.
6.
Okay, yeah, it's getting to the point where it's.
I had 1 machine initially. Now I've got 6 machines. Therefore, it must be 6.
Oh no, you don't have them though, because they're not running. I'm looking at the production graph.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Right, now they're running.
There we go. Now it's spiked up to the 6. I think it was still on the 3 times or something.
Yeah, fair. I dropped in one more pylon, and that got the second set of 3 running. Right. Are we now? Yes, we are now using them faster than 1 machine can make them. So let's put in a second machine. The blue chips faster than 1 machine can make them. So I'll put in a second one. Of course, this is the perfect place to start using speed modules and productivity modules and beacon. Do we have beacons?
I don't think so.
Beacons are a thing. We do not have them yet. It's under effect transmission, which requires. Actually, it requires yellow science, but it's only 2 researchers away. It requires us to research modules 3, and then effect transmission, and then we can make beacons.
Yeah, but I think artillery might be a little more important.
Oh, definitely, yes. I'm not saying we definitely should do artillery first.
Can we mine uranium at the moment?
Mine?
I mean, we've got so much sulfuric acid. It's obviously. Yeah, I think the only thing preventing you from mining it is you have to be able to make sulfuric acid.
Right. Okay.
It might be worth mining it so we've got it available for when we research.
Yeah, that could be quite a good idea. Except as you say, we don't have the infrastructure. We don't have the sulfuric acid for it at the moment. Although there's not so much of a pressure on sulfuric acid anymore. now that I've got a bit of these blue circuits, some of these blue circuits being made, I could now, I could
Okay.
not manually create, not pocket craft yellow science, but I could manually have a train run over with like 200 of them to make our first, but 150. We've got 150, 160 blue circuits now in the station, so I could run a train over manually to get it to build them. But
We
I
need
do need to build up the.
1,500.
Sorry.
We need 1,500.
Okay, all right, but we don't need to wait for it. We don't need to wait for an absolute train full, which is going to be countless tens of thousands.
True.
Being my sort of my thought pattern there.
What is yellow science?
Yellow science is
'Cause
easy now, I think.
Because is it just build that on top of that?
Possibly, actually, it's blue circuits, low density structures, and stainless steel beams. So not
'Cause that way you don't have to worry about, oh, it has to be a full train load.
possibly not on top of it, but maybe to the left of it. I'll go in above that uranium patch. I'll put in another set of stations
Yeah.
just to the left of it and build them there. Yeah, that's probably a good way to do it, actually. Yeah, I like this plan. So that's the blue circuits
very
from
much
there.
a trickle, but it's a
Yeah,
reasonable trickle of
blue circuits is always a
I think.
trickle in even in vanilla when you
Yeah.
first start making them because they cost so much to make. In fact, I reckon they're more complicated, but I think they might be cheaper than vanilla blue circuits. That's just sort of a gut feel.
Gut feeling.
I might be underestimating how much effort goes into a lot of these inputs. Like we've got the plastiglass actually. That's got a lot of stuff going into it. So maybe complete talking nonsense, but
Speaking of plastic, there's a train sitting here. Oh, it's not balanced. Is that not a proper balancer? Looking down here.
Oop,
The
um,
station's not.
it looks okay. I mean, that doesn't mean it is okay, but at a glance, it looks.
What is that? 2 to 6, presumably.
There's not huge numbers in at the other end. There's maybe up to 30 in a box,
That is a
and
different balancer to the one in the blueprint book.
okay, maybe it's a Mike special then. Yeah, and it's not out by very
That was Al
much.
making that, I think.
So actually, what I reckon has happened is because the belt going out to the back one is longer. There's been an extra load on there from when there was lots and lots of plastic available.
Yeah.
That's my suspicion.
I'm going to just send that one on.
Yeah, because I was going to say, if you
Because
mouse over
otherwise-
the front wagon, it says 80 stacks, so it's pretty damn close to full.
I'll take your word for it because I sent it on.
Yeah.
And I looked over at the stream and it was setting off.
I've got the low density circuits construction is full. The station is full. Nice.
Ah, excellent. You're about to get some more plastic for it.
Oh, good. Is that what it's run out of? Oh, yeah, it is. That is what it's probably
Yeah.
what it's run out of because there's still plenty of acid there.
The train was just sitting there,
Yeah.
not bothering to head over.
So there must have been almost exactly the right amount in that station. It just wasn't distributed properly.
If it's a 1-to-1 of the charcoal.
Oh, yeah, that makes
plastic.
sense. Yeah. So we're short of charcoal, are we? Is that why I'd stopped?
Yeah.
Right.
Hence me, at least some of the time, going around building more.
Trees.
What's the name? Forestries.
I can't believe how much space we're taking up with how many forestries we've got, how much tree growing is going on. It's crazy.
And how it's still not enough.
Yeah.
Now we could be using coal instead, but then we'd be producing even more pollution. And our pollution is already horrific. We're having biter issues. How's our landfill? Oh, I put in new factory stuff and didn't power it. Helpful. 600. That's...
Hooray! That presumably means
Right.
I've produced 1,000 of them. You see, we got that achieve really, really easily.
I
okay.
didn't get that.
I got achieve for 1,000 processing units per hour. Right, let's do this from the blueprint book. In fact, let's. How many things do I need? 3. I need the. So I need for the science. I'm going to need a station to take them away. I'm going to need a station to bring in the low density structures, and I'm going to need a station to bring in the other thing that I've forgotten that goes into these things, stainless steel. Right, so I only need three more stations. So put one opposite here.
And one can be a short station. Taking science away.
Yes. That'll do. It's a bit weird having them that way up, but that way round. But I think I can get my head around it. And there isn't room to put them the other way. I'm just hoping there is room to put them this way around. Blueprint
Wait till Al sees it.
stations. This is so 2 solid requesters, like that and that. Undo that last one. It still gets me every time that you have to right-click on blueprints in the blueprint book.
Yeah, same.
Oh. No, that should be red as well. There we go. And then a science pickup station. The science pickup stations are all the same, aren't they? They're just different from normal stations.
Probably.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need to put in essentially this. Oh, actually, I'm going to be able to mirror this because it doesn't have any.
Have you copied the purple science one?
It was either grey or purple. I forget which.
Okay, I don't know where the grey one is.
I don't need to. Actually, I don't need to flip this. I can just mirror the whole thing. Because yeah, let's do it. Let's keep it the same way around because there's a lot more space on that side of the station. Because that's where the train stop part is. So do that.
Oh, I don't like how blue science has been set up, but never mind.
Okay. Train sets us down for them to get out.
It'll technically work.
Technically correct is the best kind of correct.
I wouldn't say it's technically correct, though.
Technically functional is the best kind of functional. Good, it's got the signals on the outputs of those already, so I don't need to worry about that. Do need to bring power over here, though, like that. Oh, I'm close enough to actually put them in by hand. I'm going to need some robo towers over here, though, otherwise none of this is going to get built. There we go. Yes, that'll be enough. That's going to need these, like so and so. So much for saying I'll go to bed once I've done the once I've got a blue circuit. One more factory, one more factory. Yeah, I think actually it's 5 to 11. I think I'm going to call that anyway. It is probably bedtime, and yeah, I should escape. But I'm happy to just leave that building. Oh well, let's put in the one more thing. There we go.
First.
In fact, all this is going to be... actually, you know what? Forget this. I'm going to finish this because there's not very much more to do on this. I'm practically there. There's so little else left to do to make a science production facility that I might as well just finish it.
It's put in a row of assembly machines, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And maybe some pylons. I got that wrong.
That's all any of Factorio is.
A row of assembly
It's just
machines and a load of pylons, yeah.
yeah.
Yes. And yet somehow we've been doing that for I don't know how many hours.
And somehow not got too bored.
Yeah. It's weird how addictive it is. What sort of quantities do we need of these? Mark is already in bed. It's probably sensible, to be honest. Oh, no. Actually, it's slightly harder than that. You're going to need to turn the stainless steel into stainless steel beams, and that's probably going to be a several-step process. Let's check. So that's stainless steel ingot, stainless steel plate, stainless steel rivets. So actually, not too bad. Plate obviously comes from the ingot. Rivets come from a rod, which comes from an ingot. Yeah, I think I'll save that for next time, though. I can see what I'm doing. I can sort of see what I'm doing here, and yeah, I'm nearly there. Why are you still here then, Laurence? Everyone says. Have some self-control and stop playing when you say you're going to. Is this a good point to stop at? I think so. Oh, let's name the stations as well, and then I'm done. So it's not grey. Oh, it was grey science pickup I copied. Apparently it's got a name. Hello. And I can't.
Is it set up sensibly?
You tell me.
I'm busy copying and pasting repeatedly.
No, lots of these things mention grey science on the inserter programmatics. There we go. Now they're all say yellow. Those aren't labelled at all. I don't know what's in the combinator because it hasn't been built yet.
The combinator's probably fine.
Probably.
No guarantee.
Yeah, sort of my thought. So this one has to be LDS. And then this one, therefore, has to be stainless steel. For yellow science. It's just the usual thing with playing Factorio, with streaming Factorio. It gets to about bedtime, and I'm starting to think about quitting, and my views are the highest they've been all evening.
I guess, haven't even skipped forward to the end.
Yeah, I guess must be the Americans getting home from work and thinking, I know, I'll watch some Factorio tonight.
Yeah.
Which I very much encourage, but unfortunately, I'm afraid you're just going to have to go back to the beginning of the stream and watch it from there because I do need to go to bed fairly soon. Because
we'll finish work earlier.
Yeah, well, that yes. Or I need to become a popular enough streamer to quit my day job, and then I could just shift my hours around and start streaming at 7:30 and keep going till I don't know 3 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah, so at 11 o'clock you switch over to space exploration.
Potentially, oh yeah, that would make sense actually. Yes, yeah, you guys could all go, and I'd switch over to something else, streaming a different game.
And then but the issue there is you lose your European viewer base potentially.
Potentially, yes. Well, maybe but then if I was doing it hypothetically full time, then I'd be streaming probably I'd be streaming every day, I guess, or nearly every day. Who knows? Mark says it's the Europeans have some background noise to fall asleep to. The gentle, soothing sounds of my voice. Now that Al's gone, there's less screaming and shouting and abuse. Yes. Right. Okay. I think this is at a point where I know what's going on. I can safely leave this and come back next time and go, aha. So that means I can tick off rubies because that's done to a very small extent. I can tick off Blue Circuit Village because that's happening, and I can say I can take the Yellow Science Sub-Factory and finish that off later. Good. How it? Oh yeah, I see the uranium thing mentions once sulfuric acid is okay. How okay is sulfuric acid now? There's some in the tanks. It's got to 142. We're short of electricity again, I see. Let's put that on the to-do list.
Presumably this one, yeah, this one over here has run out, and it's the
Does-
filters are set to charcoal only.
Yeah.
It's lack of charcoal. I've just finished expanding this forestry, or the bots are just finishing it off
I
now
see.
because we had the landfill.
Yeah. I'll definitely help. And a train full of wood has just left, presumably to go and be turned into charcoal.
Seems likely.
Yes, wood for charcoal. I'm pretty sure that's a charcoal symbol.
I think wood only goes to become charcoal.
Okay. Presumably turning it into charcoal does make it produce more electricity per unit of wood.
Don't actually know.
'Cause the
4
question,
megajoules versus 2 megajoules. Yes, it doubles it.
and it only takes one charcoal to make one. Oh, sorry, one wood to make
It
one
takes
charcoal.
25 wood to make 25 charcoal.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay. So yeah, it does. It's like the fuel refinery in the fuel processor in space exploration. It literally creates energy from nowhere.
Does 1 wood become 4 wood chips? Yes, it does. So there's no point going via wood chips.
Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't make it. Yeah, I suppose making it into charcoal makes a little bit of sense from a physics point of view or chemistry point of view, because charcoal burns hotter, and therefore you might be able to use it more efficiently. Perhaps I wouldn't like to say.
So you should get hotter steam out, and you have to use a higher quality of steam engine.
Potentially, or you just get the steam out at a higher pressure, perhaps, or you don't need to burn quite so much of it to get to boil the water. Yeah, because if you're
Oh,
just
the end ones down here aren't getting enough.
oh yeah,
Yellow belt isn't fast enough throughput,
it's
apparently.
because it's only half a yellow belt. To be fair,
Yeah,
if it was
I'm
a full
fairly
yellow
telling
belt, it'd
with
probably be
the.
all right.
So actually, that's what's name train. The LTN depot's empty. They're all in the secondary depot,
Oh, all right.
or a bunch of them are.
Oh yeah. As long as you've got
Oil cubes pick up.
some sitting in depots, that's all that matters, really. What was I just thinking?
But I consciously put that one where it would be relatively close to a bunch of the new stuff, so that when stuff goes there, it would have somewhere nearby to come and park.
Makes sense. I see. Did you send the train manually to the
Yes.
oil cubes? Okay. Yeah, I think possibly what we need to do is have another station on top of that, on top
Overflow.
above the light oil, for a secondary oil cube station, that's a lower priority, and will fill up when the
Yeah, just have a
oh, sorry.
splitter with
Yeah,
priority to
priority
this
set,
one.
and then use the top. Yeah, and then use the top one for powering power stations, if we can find a sensible way to do that. Because we need something to keep using other than petroleum coke, because it's causing problems with the acid usage, basically. Acid production. Oh, that's it. A train has just arrived to go to gold smeltery. So this is actually, I guess perhaps once we put in a new gold smeltery that isn't reliant on sulfuric acid, maybe we'll have a bit less of a problem with that. We'll have a larger supply of gold.
My forestry blueprint isn't quite right. There's every so often there's a row of, or half a row of ones that don't have any output inserters because there are what's named in the way power lines. So they just look grey as in not running. I think everything else is running.
Right, it is now after 11 o'clock. I'm going to definitely call that bedtime. So, yes, thank you everyone for watching. It's been another quite a good stream, I'd say. We've what have we done? I feel really happy with eventually getting Blue Circuit production running, and therefore being able to make a start on Yellow Science next week. That's been really good. There's been a lot of frustrating stuff running around, poking all of the areas where there's been shortages. So expanding out um, this area with the sulfuric acid to try and desperately get the acid through that we desperately needed everywhere. That's a very good idea, Mark. Let's do that. At the moment, yep. And so I suppose now I think about it, I've not done an enormous amount. I've improved the sulfuric acid production down here, and I've got this working. But it feels like getting the blue circuits production up and running. It feels like such a big step that it's definitely worth it. I went down and messed around down here while I was waiting for things to happen, and got myself killed a couple of times, which was a bit silly, but never mind. But I think any future expansion can now wait until we've got artillery, because it isn't that far off. We're going to need a few thousand of these science packs to do it, but we really need to get the defences up and bettered, because at least down here seems to have been, and here seems to have been fixed up, so those are okay again. But yeah, the defences are starting to struggle. We just need artillery to push everything back a bit. So yes, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Don't forget to come back. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe, because well, I've seen according to all the stats that pop up that only about a third of the people who watch my videos are subscribed. So if you're in the other 2/3, you know what to do. And that'll help remind you to come back on Tuesday for the space exploration stream, where I shall be continuing with what am I doing in space exploration at the moment. Oh yes, I've just done tier 4 material science last week, so this week rather. So next week I'm going to be working on setting up some outposts that will launch probe rockets for me, so I can get those extra bits of science done as well. And of course, there's the GTA videos that we were talking about earlier, with all the manhunt videos. Those come out on Wednesdays and Saturdays. They're great fun. Please do watch those as well. They definitely need some more love. And we'll be back next week with some more for some more Industrial Revolution. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Right, done. I don't think we need to do anything before we quit. There aren't any actual fires that need to be put out.
There are.
Oh, are there?
You're still streaming.
I've flicked over to the end screen now. It just clearly hasn't caught up yet. Or you haven't caught up yet, rather, because it's there on my
Audio's
YouTube
still
preview.
there.
Oh, right, that sort of audio.